Jay, that's strangely close to Daniel Jones from the Giants. Daniel, is that you? Beat the Chiefs. Show me. If the Broncos and Russell Wilson can show me that they can beat the Chiefs, then I will start believing.
And the crowd up. And so are this defense, and Kansas City won't snap the ball again. The Denver Broncos have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs.
Dave Montgomery on the Lions, former Bear, gonna make this his revenge game for sure. David Montgomery gets the touchdown that ices the game. No! And there's a flag. There's flags. There's flags. There's flags. There's flags. Snap. Hold. Kick.
Denver wins! Denver wins! Let's go!
They open. No!
What happened? Ah, shit.
America is football. Football is
America is
America.
football. Football is America. And if you don't like it, you can kiss your candy ass.
For the moment in time, I'm giving 10.
Oh my God! No!
You love it.
30 to 27.
No!
Chiefs win. Chiefs
No!
win 30 to 20.
Woo! Bears, Packers, baby. Let's get it going. It has been a while, everybody. Richard, Daniel, Barry already in the chat. I love to see it. It is time. Bears and Packers fight for number one in the NFC North. Richard, hey, Richard with the $10 super chat. It's a seltzer, but I'm gonna give a little chug. Here we go. Woo! Woo! There's the burp. Thank you, Richard. Love you, man. Close Bears fan. Thank you, Richard. You're an awesome Packers fan. Unfortunately, you are a Packers fan, but we'll get past that. And here's the kickoff. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Bears are going to get it at the 5. And Bears are going to start off at around the 29-yard line. I believe that was Duvernay on the return. It is that time. It's Bears-Packers, the greatest NFL rivalry in the NFL. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Caleb Williams last year won his first game against the Packers in Lambeau to end the 2024 season. Let's see how it goes today. And let's start, baby. Let's start. 1st and 10. Shotgun for Caleb. Snap. Hands it off. DeAndre Swift. And up the middle for about 5 yards. It is America's game of the week, the longest standing rivalry in NFL history. This is the NFL. These two teams created the NFL, and they've hated each other forever. I hate the Packers. Richard, you hate the Bears. But you know what? We're still boys, and we're going to get this. We're going to see who comes out on top. I hope it's the Bears. 2nd and 5 under center. Caleb looking, quick throw, and it's going to be incomplete to Luther Burden, a little high there. All right. It has been a while, guys, that I've been here. Last week, Black Friday against the Eagles, I was a little sick, not feeling myself, so that's why I was not on the stream. 3rd and 5. Here we go. Caleb shotgun. He's going to take the snap. Looking. And he's going to avoid a sack. Going to run himself. Is he going to throw? No, he's not. He's going to slide and gets hit. There's a flag. Let's see what that flag is. Whew. That was scary. I don't know who that. I don't know if that was Parsons. It might be a holding. Oh my God, holding on the Bears. And that's not how you want to start this. first series, and that is Darnell Wright. It was Gary. He held him. Yeah, that was a hold. Pretty much had his arms around like near his helmet or something. So 3rd and 5 turns into a 3rd and 15. Talk your shit, all love. Lily, Steelers win. That's insane. I thought the Ravens were going to win that one. That is crazy. Caleb back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, incomplete. I'm not sure who he was throwing that to. Zacchaeus was about 7 yards away from that, and he misfired. That was zone coverage. You should have gotten that. Well, Bears are going to punt now. 3 and out. Oh, man. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. And here's the punt for the Bears. Almost a block there. Dobbs in the back. Takes it to about the 31 yard line is where the Packers are going to start their next drive. And there is a flag already on that punt. See if it's on the Packers or the Bears here. Block in the back on the Packers. It's going to be a first down. We'll see where they have to start, where they're going to place the ball. $13:42 left. I still don't see where the Packers are going to be starting their next drive. Okay, so it's about the 11 now. Their own 11. Jordan Love back to pass, completes it, and is about 5-6 yards. And I believe that's Reed, Jaden Reed, coming back. This little bump by Brisker, I believe, there as he's coming back. And Byard on the tackle there. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4 for the Packers. Love under center. Snap. Hands it off. That's Jacobs. And he's going to run for a first down and more all the way to about the 26-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw him earlier on screen. The one, the only, the best Broncos fan, the most committed Broncos fan of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you in Kyle. What's up, brother? Been a while, but here we are.
I think I get the introduction. I'm gonna have to give it a 6 out of 10 this time. Nothing about a penis.
You're right. I did forget the penis.
Biggest Broncos fan. I like it, but
yep. Most dedicated.
I thought I was more than that to you.
That's fair. I will mention the dick the next time. But so you all do know, Kyle is the largest penis on a mammal, on a land mammal this side of the solar system. So just so you guys know.
At least this side of the Atlantic.
You're right.
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm freaking excited for this game. That's for sure. I just need a stop and pressure. Oh, but he completes the pass anyway.
I was just telling them, I'm like, yeah, the Bears have had some tough games, like the Eagles game, but I'm like, this is like the equivalent to like when we played the Chiefs 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and it was like, okay, this is like, are they going to take the AFC? Well, for you, the NFC North, like take that title away.
Yep.
And it's kind of weird because like the Packers haven't been dominating it like the Chiefs have, but it still feels the same way.
Yep. I agree. I mean, it's been mostly the Lions, but the Packers right now are looking really good. And there's an end around here, and I believe that's Reed on the end around, and it's going to go for about 7 or 8 yards. Packers are looking at a 2nd and short. But you're right, man. This is just the last week against the Eagles was an awesome game. We ran them to a big loss. I mean, we were running up their throat. We were killing them there. Caleb had an amazing pass to Cole Kmet for basically the nail in the coffin touchdown there at the end. And now it's just as tough of a game here with the Packers. Obviously more so because of the NFC North part of it. So we'll see if the Bears can take advantage and replay what they did against the Eagles. And there's a run for about a yard for Jacob. So third and very short upcoming.
Is this the biggest game of Caleb Williams' career?
So far, I think so, because the turnaround that Ben Johnson has done on this Bears team has just been spectacular. And for Caleb Williams, all of last year was rough. This year so far has been really good. The Eagles game was a big game, but this one right here, this is a big one, especially at Lambeau. So 3rd and 1, let's see what the Packers do here. And Love is going to pass. He's going to throw the ball, and it's going to be caught by Reed. First down. God damn it.
Yes.
No.
Michael Wilson, touchdown.
Oh, do you have him on fantasy?
Yeah, I picked him up 3 weeks ago when Marvin Harrison was ruled out. And
yeah.
He's getting like 20 targets a game in Marvin Harrison's absence. And then he came back last week and production went back to normal. But then this week they ruled Marvin Harrison out again. So I flexed him and he's got a touchdown on the first drive.
Are you winning that matchup?
Yeah, 152 projected to 110.
Oh, nice.
So pretty good. Which is good, too, because I traded Jonathan Taylor for Achane, and he got injured in the second quarter today.
Oh, Taylor?
Achane.
Oh, you traded for Taylor?
I traded Jonathan Taylor for Achane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like the playoff matchups, like the Colts go against their final 5 games have like 4 top 3 run defenses. And like for Achane and the Dolphins, it's like the exact opposite.
Like the worst run defense?
Yeah.
Nice. Here we go, running up the middle, and it looks like Jacobs gets about a yard there. 3rd and about 4, 3rd and 3 coming up for the Packers here. How are the Broncos are playing right now, right? The Raiders?
Yep. This is first time I've been streaming a Broncos game in a month. It's crazy.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Was the Chiefs game, but then they had the bye week, and then my son was born, and yeah, it's been wild.
Yeah,
it's been awesome. It's like I keep waiting. Like I'm like, it's like a buzz, like
yeah.
It's like when you're in a new relationship and you got you're giddy and happy all the time.
Yep.
It's just like that.
I feel that because I was telling them earlier, everybody here with us right now, which thank you so much. Hit that like button if you haven't already. That last week I was going to stream the Bears game, but man, I think it was something I ate maybe on Thanksgiving or something, but my stomach was killing me. And I was like, I don't know if I could do stream right now.
Dude,
and,
I ate some bad sushi like 5 days ago and same thing. I was at the VA hospital and I was starving. And I saw some sushi and I'm like, I don't trust it. Yeah. And it's funny because like my body's so resilient that I knew I was supposed to have food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't quite turn into that, but I was not feeling good.
Yeah. And that's the worst because like, what you ate and you're just like incapacitated and you're like, this fucking blows.
Yeah.
Sack them. Sack lunch, baby. Num, 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 Montez Sweat. Let's go. 3rd and long coming up for the Packers. Bears gotta stop them here.
It's such an interesting game for Green Bay as well, because when you look at some of their losses to the Browns and the Panthers, I might be the only one that I don't think it's that bad of a loss. That's a whole nother thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the Packers, they've lost some questionable games and they've tied a questionable team. And then it's like, well, if the Bears are 9-3, the number 1 seed in the AFC or the NFC, then technically this is supposed to be like their prove it game, and it's like
Intercepted.
intercepted Kyler.
CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Touchdown.
Sideline. Let's go, baby.
Still going?
Woo! No, he's out of bounds at around the 30-ish. And that's what Love does.
They
Love
take the ball
throws
away.
Picks.
That's what the Bears do this year.
Yep.
And it's like everyone's looking at it like a prove it game for the Bears, but it's at the same time it's equally a prove it game for the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
I that's how I look at it.
Yeah, and this is a game that like you said, it has a lot of meaning and it has a lot of like you said, it means something for both of these teams. It's a prove it because you win this game. If the Packers win this game, they jump to the number 1 seed, obviously, whatever the tiebreakers are with the Rams and so on. And if the Bears lose this game, they go to the 7 seed and they move to 2nd in the NFC North, which is just goes to show how crazy tough the NFC is this year, which is like this game determines whether you are a wild card currently or are number 1 in the NFC and will have a bye week for the playoffs, which is ridiculous.
It's a common theme. Like last year, it was the Vikings and the Lions, and they were like 13-2, both teams.
Caleb
and
caught.
There was a 13-win team as the 7 or the 5 seed.
Yeah, the Vikings. You're right. And there's a possible fumble.
I just saw the catch by. No, he was down. He was down.
Yeah,
no
looks
way.
like
He was down for like enough time to make a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too. It looks like it was taken away on the ground, but like you said, I think he was on the ground.
They're gonna,
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see
Even
what the
if
refs
they
say.
rule it, they try to let these things play out because you can always reverse it. Oh
Yeah.
wait, I didn't see that angle.
Oh, and they're gonna LaFleur's gonna challenge
that's
it.
not good. I wonder if they'll call it incomplete. I don't know if he actually established control.
Yeah, that's the thing. It might be an incomplete pass, or I think. Well, he had a couple steps, which I believe. I don't even know what constitutes a catch anymore. I don't know if you saw, but I just saw the replay of that touchdown by Isaiah Likely in that Pittsburgh game, and he had possession, was in the end zone, took a step, and then the Steelers player knocked it out of his hands, and they took that away. So I don't know what a catch is anymore, and I haven't known since that Cowboys-Packers game a long time ago.
Yeah,
so who knows?
Well, it's like we all know what a catch is. It's just a matter of whether the refs are going to call it or not.
Also that, yeah.
Because it's and somebody said it earlier, but it's like, look, if it's a questionable call or a bang play, typically, in baseball, it's like the tie goes to the runner. The equivalent in the NFL is that the tie goes to whatever was called on the field.
Right.
What was interesting about the Ravens game is the call on the field was a touchdown, and they reversed it to an incompletion.
That's crazy. That is insane to me. I saw the replay, and we got Crafty in the chat too, saying the same thing. Ravens were robbed by the replay officials. I saw it. Even in slow-mo, you're already in the end zone. He's not even looking at the ball. He's got the ball, and he's like holding it in his 2 hands, and then he knocks it off and it fumbles, but you're already in the end zone. What happened to touch the pylon and you're in? Have the ball across the goal line and it's a touchdown. It's like, why are we still arguing that in the end zone? Like, unless both players have possession and then it comes loose in a situation like that, like, okay, now we can start talking a little more about what did the replay really show us. But that was clearly, to me, a touchdown for Isaiah Likely and the Ravens, and instead they reverse it, and I believe the Ravens are now 2nd in the division, if I'm not mistaken, because of that. But regardless, that was a crazy call. Oh, Kyle, I can't hear you. Jags were also gifted a pick when there was a mutual catch. Not that I made a difference in that game. Yeah, the Colts. Oh man, the Colts. Colts not looking great. The Colts are not looking good right now. It is. It's starting to be like that. The last shoe has dropped in a sense. Yeah, the Steelers are number 1 in the division. Baltimore 6-7.
Check.
I got you. And so it's what I just heard them say is, I believe, an incomplete catch. So instead of a first down or a fumble, it is an incomplete catch.
Okay.
And the Bears are looking at a 1st and 10 upcoming. Yeah, so he never established possession is what I'm assuming what they're saying.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10, I should say, at the 41. And there's a flag. It's going to be a false start by the Bears. On Loveland. Ball never touched the ground. Yeah, that was weird too. Or maybe it did when he didn't establish that completion or possession, I should say, as he hit the ground. I don't know. God, 35th pre-snap penalty this season for the Bears, the most in the NFL. Jesus. 2nd and 15. Caleb back to pass, looking, and he's going to get it incomplete to Manungai. So 3rd and 15 again for the Bears.
It's a big game for us too right now. Not the opponent-wise, but we control our own destiny.
Yeah.
It's just the Patriots haven't had their bye week until now. So
yeah,
they have that extra win that we don't have because of a game.
Broncos are 10-game winners, right, so far?
Yeah, they're 10-2. The Patriots are 11-2.
11, yeah.
But if both teams win out, the Broncos would be the 1 seed, not the Patriots.
Nice. And Caleb throws deep out of bounds to nobody there. He was under a lot of pressure. The Packers brought really good pressure there.
Yeah, the Packers defense is a lot better than I think people know. And I was looking at this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing now? Are they going to punt it?
I would assume so. I don't know if Cairo has the leg. Yeah, they're going to punt it, which
I just didn't want to talk through something important.
All good. Yeah, they're going to punt it here.
Yeah, and here's a 3rd and 6 for us right here. Nick's back leg pressure. Oh my, incomplete. How is that not a fucking flag?
And Packers are going to start at their own 10.
That is ridiculous. That's insane. Okay. That aside, when you look at the top 8 teams when it comes to stopping the run, all 8 of those teams are currently in the playoffs, which kind of tells you, like, hey, if you're really elite at stopping the run, you're going to be in the playoffs. All 8 of those teams. Out of those 8 teams, 5 of those teams are also in the top 10 in defensive total yards allowed per game. And if you take those 5 teams, only 3 of them are also top 10 in passing yards allowed. And it's the Broncos, the Texans, and the Packers.
Broncos, Texans, and pass. Okay.
And then if you take those 3 teams, like only the Packers and Broncos are top 15 in passing yards offensively, and only the Broncos are top 15 in rushing yards offensively. So that's why, like, no matter who they play, they found a way to win, because there's not one way to beat the team, the Broncos, because there's not like a big weakness you can exploit. And I was talking about that earlier, but some interesting context was, like, I saw Buffalo was, because I made this short on our YouTube page, and a Buffalo fan commented and said, hey, but we're top 10 just like you guys in I think it was 4 out of 5 of those categories.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, but the one category that you're not is the most important one. It's the rushing yards allowed, right? All 8 of those teams are in the playoffs. Buffalo's not in the top 10. Matter of fact, you guys are one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL this year. So it's kind of a moot point. And if you look at passing yards allowed, Buffalo is number 1 in the NFL. So at first glance, you think, oh, Buffalo's really good at stopping the pass. Not so much. If you look at opponent passing attempts per game, Buffalo's opponents are passing it fewer than any other team in the NFL. So teams
Wow.
playing Buffalo just aren't throwing the football because they're so vulnerable against the run. The game plan against
Yeah.
Buffalo is just to run the football more than anybody.
Wow.
And if you look at the three teams that the Packers, the Texans, and the Broncos, and because those are the three teams that are well-rounded defensively, the Texans and the Packers, their opponents are throwing it around 15th, 16th. So they're right in the middle of what you would expect on a given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
The Broncos' opponents, they're ranked 27th. There's only 5 teams whose opponents are throwing it more. And of those 5 teams, 3 of them rank in the bottom 5 in passing yards allowed per game, because when you're attempting a ton of passes, naturally you give up more passing yards.
Yep.
And that makes Denver's passing defense so much more impressive, is that their opponents are throwing it almost more than any other team, and they've remained in the top 10 in passing yards allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So while Buffalo's number 1, it's far less impressive than Denver being at 9, and that's why you can't just look at like where they rank and leave it at that. You know,
Context matters.
Very much so.
Yeah. That's impressive though too. And not to try to take a dig at the Broncos. That's impressive. And that's with Riley Moss not necessarily playing very well either.
Well,
has Jahdae Barron been in?
Jahdae Barron the thing is Riley Moss has been targeted
come on,
more than almost double more than the corner. Like he's been targeted almost double the guy underneath him. And he actually, quarterbacks throwing against Riley Moss have the lowest completion percentage of any defensive back in the NFL. The only reason it feels like he sucks is because he gives up these big plays, you know, these big touchdowns.
Yeah.
But it's really like a drop in a bucket if you watch the whole game.
Come on, get to him. Going deep, Jordan Love. And it's caught. Oh, my God, at the Bears 30. What a pass and catch. Jesus Christ.
Did you see the Traylon Burks catch on Sunday Night Football against Riley Moss?
No, I don't think I did.
He like went up with one hand and made this insane catch. And I'm like, I feel like every week Riley Moss gives up like a touchdown, but it's like the most miraculous play I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like when you're a really good fantasy team, but your opponents have their best week against you every week.
Yeah. Oh, and the Bears are challenging that catch.
Oh, come on.
Richard saying it might be incomplete. It was a little loose. Richard, absolutely. And I'm going to chug the rest of this. It's not much, but it's also a seltzer, and I'm going to burp a lot. But just because you gave that $10 super chat earlier, Richard, for you.
Pass interference on Patrick Surtain.
Wow. Surtain? Are they sure? Are they sure they flagged the right guy?
Right?
Yeah. We got Nash in the chat.
Nash.
Don't worry, take your time. We spoke about this, bro. Yeah, I remember that, Richard. I forget what week it was. It was a few weeks ago that you were like, first Bears Packers game. You're gonna get a super chat so we can so I could chug some drinks.
Oh, I didn't know that shared right away. Okay, so this is what I was gonna show you. So cornerback Riley Moss is allowing the lowest completion percentage, 44.4 in the NFL this season, but he's faced more targets than any other defender.
Oh wow.
I know, right? Because when you watch him, he gives up those like those big touchdown plays, and you're like, this guy's a bum, you know? But it's just like the amount of targets he gets, like naturally at that position, you just have to have a short-term memory and just go to the next play. Because when you're getting targeted that much, like you just don't have time to sulk. You really don't.
And I think too, that speaks a lot to Surtain's ability to just be a shutdown corner. And obviously he's reigning defensive player of the year from last season because of how little or how, how very minimal the pass completion percentage was for him last year, and he had a fucking baller year last year, and he was injured for a few games this year, if I'm not mistaken, and so you're going to take a shot at Riley Moss. I also think the other reason he's targeted a lot, not only because of the Surtain effect. I heard on a podcast that he also has the most pass interference calls of any cornerback, which again, if you're a quarterback, let me throw it to that guy because, incomplete pass. The challenge works for Ben Johnson. Let's go. But if you're a quarterback going up against Riley Moss, you're thinking, okay, well, he's either going to possibly, cause a penalty or a big play. So I think that as well. But
100%, dude. I don't know how these officials are getting worse every week. They just called Nick Benito for a offsides, and he timed the snap perfectly. They showed the replay, and he was behind the line.
Oh God, dude! It just every week there's one call where you're just like, how?
And he got sacked again. So
nice. Come on. Over the middle, caught by Josh Jacobs. Oh, come on, dude. Who was that?
There's going to be some fights after this game from the fans.
Ogbongbemiga, you got to make that tackle. First contact. You can't miss.
What happened?
Yes, personal foul face mask on the offense, baby.
On the offense.
Replay second down. That was on 85 or 65. One of the offensive linemen. Let's take a look at what he did here to maybe Grady Jarrett. Oh, yeah, hands to the face immediately.
Go, 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 go. Marvin Mims, no fucking way.
Woo!
Let's go. Woo!
Second and 25, Packers back at their own 20.
Yeah.
There's Woody.
Woo-hoo.
And Jaden Reed with a catch for about 6 yards. Woody!
That was one of the best returns I've ever seen.
Oh, that was a punt return?
Yeah, Marvin Mims, he had 4 guys trying to tackle him, and he, broke out of it and took it back.
Wow.
This is insane.
Touchdown?
Wait till you see this replay. And then he pointed to PJ Locke to get his lead blocker. Yeah. That was amazing, dude. Oh, and the Mile High salute to cap it off. Oh, my God. I have a boner.
Get another drink, BRB. I got a boner.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. We did it, Woody. We did it. We're going to be the number 1 seed. Mwah. Dude, we're both the 1 seed.
Isn't that insane?
I've been saying it's like our teams have this weird bond.
Yeah, man, they got the weird connection.
It's like, I don't know. Are we dating now?
Oh, I think we're exclusive.
I think we are. I'm going to change my Facebook.
Oh my God, are we in love?
I think so, because now we're finishing each other's
sandwiches.
Sentences. Oh my God.
I said sandwiches. Which,
dude,
by the way,
Bears are that bear. That looked just like Marvin Mims. Besides that, he got tackled right after. That's how it started, kind of. How is Duvernay as a returner?
Well, until that's pretty much been it. It's like up until the game against the the Giants. I believe it was the Giants. Up to that point, returning for him was just really bad. One of the things with him was he would anticipate contact way too much and just kind of stop or try to change direction too much. Up until that game against the Giants I'm pretty sure it was the Giants or the Vikings. No, the Vikings. Yes. He had a really good kick return to get the Bears into prime position to win that game. And up until then, he was not very good. Some of the returns in that game even were very subpar, but I have just had an issue with him damn near all season. other than that game where he returned the ball into, I believe it was inside the 40-yard line of the Vikings, he hasn't been anything special, which I was hoping he would be because he's an all-pro. But he hasn't been anything special outside of that first run. But the kick returns, the punt returns have been slightly better, but nothing to be like, oh my God, this guy is the next
right home.
Hester. Yeah, but
it makes a difference, man. It just makes such a big difference. And as we get into this new era where kickers are knocking through 65-yard field goals, like they're 55-yard field goals, having a 25-yard return to a 5-yard loss is like, we talk about game of inches, and I think sometimes we get lost on how many yards exactly is at stake on every punt return.
Yep.
Even on the coverage, whether you're kicking. I mean, special teams is like I feel like it's like the offensive line. It's like we all know it's important, but I don't think we really comprehend how important.
Yeah, and
the games are won and lost by special teams every single week.
100%. And the Bears, I think against the Ravens, that was one of those games. And obviously the defense, the offense weren't any better, but I remember that game specifically. I was like, get Devin Duvernay out of here, man. Like, this is just bad. But you're right. It's those little things that count, because the Vikings, for example, in that game, special teams lost in that game. The Bears were able to get in position, and Cairo Santos kicked the game-winning field goal. Here we go. Swift up the middle. He's going to get about 6 or 7 yards there. Bears get into about the 32-yard line. Thanks to today's loss, Bucks now have tied record with Panthers. That's insane to me. The Panthers are...
Who could have predicted the Panthers would win that division?
I know. Well, history. Remember J-Lo getting a divorce, Ohio State winning the championship the year before, so on and so forth.
In my defense, I predicted that before Ginger told us that.
Well, no, remember Ginger had you had predicted the Panthers to win the division?
We did our
division predictions.
Our prediction.
Yeah.
I was like, I got the Panthers, and oh my God, dude, I can't wait for Groundhog Day this year.
Yeah. Your AFC West prediction is gonna fucking hit.
Because right now it's exactly as is. And when I was talking about the Chiefs, I was like, I don't understand how they think this is okay to go into the season without addressing these needs and how many close games they won last year. It's like that's not happening again, and they've lost 95% of those close games this year.
They are defeated in all one-score games, as opposed to last year when they were maybe had one loss in games like that. They're 7-1 or 8-1, something like that. When we were just like, what the hell? Like, the offense isn't
keep
good.
Getting away with it.
They can't keep getting away. Exactly. So
and there's a difference. In one-score wins, they're not all created equal. There's there was a flag that the way the Ravens lost today, or their blocked field goal against the Broncos. Those are those they can't keep getting away with it moments. A long methodical drive where you just chew up clock and kick a game-winning field goal. There's nothing fluky about it.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs were it was almost witchcrafty, the way that they were winning. It was what kind of voodoo are the Chiefs up to?
Yeah. Blocked kicks, returning kicks, miraculous catches downfield in order to get Butker within range, things like that. Fumble recoveries. Yeah. All right. 3rd and 7 here for the Bears. Snap. Caleb throwing for nobody. This offensive line is just getting beat.
The Raiders.
By this.
Oh, sorry.
Man,
I was just going to say they're punting it back to Marvin Mims. I wonder if they're going to let him return it. It's off, and it's going to be a fair catch.
Okay. The worst was the Raiders fumbling the snap while in field goal range. Oh, that happened last year against
that was
Chiefs.
on Black Friday, I think.
Of course it was. And KC, yeah. I keep forgetting we've got a Chiefs fan in here. Oh, that rolls into the end zone. The Packers are going to get it at the 25, I
That
believe.
blocked field goal against the Broncos, like, I'm not exaggerating that was probably the second worst loss in the last. It was definitely the worst loss in the last decade for me, because it was like we did everything right,
Mhm.
and then it reminded me of the Colts game where I was like, "Am I cursed?" Because like every time I go to a game, they lose.
Mhm.
And it was like the Russell Wilson Seahawks game, the Pittsburgh, game, and then the Dolphins
Miami.
17-point game. And
Mhm.
then I traveled to the Bengals game that goes in overtime. And it's like, at what point, like, I mean, they were a 10-win team last year. How did I go to manage to go to their losses?
Yeah.
It's not like they
Yeah.
were like the Titans where it's like, well, yeah, 95% of their games were losses. Like,
Yeah.
and so Mary's like, stop saying that, and I was like, okay. So we go to the Colts game and they kick that field goal and it's no good. And I'm like, the curse is broken.
Yeah.
And then a flag comes out 10 seconds later.
Oh, that's right.
And leverage. And they re-kick it. And I'm like, there's some, like, I've never seen that in my life, but it's like they've raised it to an art form of losing in front of me. Like, they find like different ways to do it. It's amazing how they they break my heart so bad.
Yep.
And I forgot why I was. Oh yeah, so I know heartbreak in that Chiefs game. It was like we did everything right, and then for them to block that field goal, it just felt like it doesn't matter if you're better than us. It doesn't matter what you do. You will not. It's like in Bruce Almighty when Jim Carrey's like, there's this anti-Bruce barrier I can't get over. Like, and Evan is loving it, by the way. He gets the sweeps. He gets the stories. Why can't I be more like Evan? You don't want to be like Evan. Evan's an asshole. Well, I can be an asshole. No, Bruce, you can't.
No, Bruce,
knocks the plate out of his hand.
Yeah. Why would you do that? I'm sorry. Let me pick that
I'm
up.
sorry. I can't pick that up. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Oh man, I'm looking across the scores right now, and the Saints beat the Bucks. The Jaguars crushed the Colts. Steelers, Ravens, that was obviously close to the final thing. Dolphins destroyed the Jets. The Dolphins are 6-7, by the way. Not anything I was expecting. They still have a shot, it seems like.
Yeah, I went back to, I made a video about why the Dolphins shouldn't fire McDaniels.
Yeah.
And I'm going to double down on it today. I saw them hand the ball off to Ollie Gordon, and there was like 3 Jets on the 7-yard line that had him, and the entire offensive line came behind and carried him into the end zone. And I'm like, when you're not playing for the playoffs and your team's playing like that, that's coaching. That's coaching.
Yes, I agree. And I remember when we were talking about our division predictions, specifically the East, I remember having the Patriots in 3rd or last. And we had a Patriots fan here. He was like, no, you're insane, blah, blah, blah. And I had the Dolphins above them because I had the Jets either last or 3rd. I forget exactly what it was. But one of the reasons I had the Dolphins that high is because I thought they were going to be able to win. And because of, Tua, Waddle, these guys, Achane and Mike and McDaniel kind of already being there, knowing, like, being the veterans of the team and knowing that. Obviously, the Patriots are killing it and the Bills are lost. But it's starting to kind of even out for the Dolphins after that horrific start to this year. Yeah,
it definitely is. And Devon Achane, man, is just incredible.
He's such a monster.
It's funny. I went back on Sunday Night Football and I got the timestamps for when the Broncos were on the clock, and I'm like, please Achane. And then they drafted Riley Moss. And then the next pick, they drafted Achane, the Dolphins did.
Oh God!
And I'm gonna turn it into a YouTube short Monday.
Oh, that's gonna be, and then just have a cut of all of Achane's biggest runs and
all of Riley Moss's biggest fails.
Yeah.
Honestly, Riley Moss gets such a bad rep. I mean, he's like as a Broncos fan, I would be the first to be like I don't love all of our players.
Mhm.
If a player's sucking, like I'm going to talk about it because it's
Yeah.
going to piss me off.
Yeah.
But Riley Moss, like he's much better than people think. And I think
Mhm.
Bronco fans that watch all the games know that. But I do think he is like one of the unluckiest players in the league. Just I'm going to make this clip, and you're going to see
Mhm.
like, holy crap, like 85% of the like even the Colts game, like the Chargers game that we lost. Those were our back-to-back losses, our last
Yeah.
two
Good
losses,
stuff.
and like both of those games, like Riley Moss is there's not anything he could have done better. It's
Mhm.
that he was in perfect position. He's no pass interference, but it's like as physical as you can be without getting it.
Mhm.
And the receiver just makes like an ungodly play, and it's like a 3% completion percentage, like
Yeah.
probability, and Riley Moss has been a victim to multiple of these for whatever reason. But there's also like a lot of really good film. He's a great tackler. He's very fast. He ran a 4.3. He's a great tackler at the corner. Like to be able to make open field tackles as a
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
That's a very important thing. That's the difference
Mhm.
between a third down being converted and a 4th and 2.
And the Packers are going to get a first down there with Jacobs running up the middle. Jacobs, 10 rushes, 41 yards. I mean, I know that's not it's a 4.1 average. That's really good, but again, context matters in this case too, and when he's running up the gut on 3rd and 2 and he's getting those first downs. Those 2 yards are tough yards to get, and he's able to get these first downs. So.
He's going to have a fumble in this game.
You calling it?
Yeah, I just saw the replay. I don't like the way he's holding the ball.
Yeah. I hope so. And I hope it's in deep in Packers territory and the Bears recover and maybe a fumble 6. Yeah, maybe.
The Packers don't have the 1-2 punch with Wilson that, I mean, imagine if they would have kept Aaron Jones on this team with
that'd be a solid.
It would have been incredible. And
yeah.
I'm not really sure. I think they were just betting because he had an injury. I think they were just betting on him like having a big decline. And it's easy to say, well, he did, but like even Justin Jefferson's having a bad year with the Vikings this year.
Yeah.
He had 2 fantasy points last week. He had like 3 today.
Yeah. They need to get JJ McCarthy on a much better program this offseason, because whatever they did over this past offseason, Kevin O'Connell is an awesome coach, but whatever JJ was doing this last offseason changed that shit, because it clearly is not resonating with his skill set or just the team right now, because he is having the toughest time. And another first down by the Packers. God, the Bears are just...
McCarthy's not even he hasn't stayed healthy, so you can't. It's hard to get into a rhythm when you're not playing.
That's true too.
And then like the backups, I think we got used to McCarthy just like having the greatest backup quarterbacks in like of all time. And then like these guys come in that, I mean, the guy that played last year, Behringer, whatever, I don't remember his name, but he had like the 3rd worst like quarterback performance of any quarterback this year. It was like insane. Terrible. Good job, Harvey. I love RJ Harvey's running really well tonight.
Oh, big stop there by the Bears on first down, 2nd and 10 coming up. I was going to say, Harvey, you're like, I know the running game hasn't been exactly what you were hoping for, but RJ Harvey, for the most part, looking pretty good this year, would you say?
Yeah, I would. And it was hard to evaluate him with J.K. Dobbins, because it's like we just weren't seeing him a ton. And now that J.K. Dobbins is out, it's like our Super Bowl aspirations lie on RJ Harvey. Yeah. I mean, and that's not an understatement. Like, you got to be able to run the football in January, and that's a big load to carry for a rookie. But that's where we're at, and this is our sample size to see if he can do it or not. and
Yeah.
this is his best game so far. The last 2 games, it looked like we might need to bring somebody in, maybe like the guy that did really good in Houston that one year, and then
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He had that one good year like 3 years ago with before they got CJ Stroud. I remember.
yeah, he was like about to break the record.
Yeah.
And then like got hurt, and then now there's like issues going with the coaching staff, and he's just not getting playing time. I thought that would be a good guy. Oh,
Yeah.
good job, Knicks. Go. Oh, throw it. Oh, damn
No
it.
foul. Phew, okay. 3rd and 10 for the Packers right now inside of Bears territory at around their 25.
Troy Franklin. How do you drop these balls every week?
Dude, I asked the same question with Zacchaeus, with DJ Moore, with Burden, with I get you, dude. It's sometimes it's really puzzling. I'm like, it was in your hands.
Yeah, like the ball literally, he went like this and the ball went right through him.
That's bad. That's bad.
And it's every week. You know, that's the thing. It's not like, oh, it's just, I'm okay with once in a while, like shit happens, but
Yeah.
man, to do that every week.
Going deep. Jordan Love. Touchdown. God damn it.
Jaden Reed.
Christian Watson.
Because this was Jaden Reed's first game back from his collarbone breaking.
Yeah, because he is 11, right? Number 11.
Yeah, is he playing?
I saw.
Damn it!
I believe I saw Reed. Yeah, he's had a couple catches so far this game. That was just way too easy for Christian Watson. I don't know what Byard was doing exactly there, but he ran right past Byard. And I mean, Byard's a little bit older. Christian Watson is just a very fast wide receiver. But man, that was tough to see.
This is interesting.
7-0 Packers.
It's 4th and 3. There's 25 seconds left, but Denver's going to go for it here. And it's probably because we just dropped 2 balls in a row.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. Timeout. First down.
Seahawks, by the way, 37-9 stomping of the Falcons is incredible. The Seahawks are like the NFC North and the NFC West, like those 2 divisions are going to have multiple representatives in the playoffs because all the teams in these divisions, albeit a couple of the bottom ones, are really freaking good.
Ginger's about to get on.
Let's go.
Yeah, I do this thing now where I call it my Blazing 5, and it's my 5 favorite spreads of the week.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
and
I
won $126 because all 5 hit. I had the Steelers plus 5.5, Seattle minus 6.5, Cincinnati plus 5.5, Jaguars plus 2.5, and then the Titans plus 3.5.
Oh,
Jags
nice.
And Titans won outright.
Yep.
Bengals lost by 5, which is what I needed. I needed them not to lose by 6. They should have won that game. They fell apart in the final 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Seattle, I knew would be a blowout. And then the Steelers plus 5.5. I'm taking the Steelers as an underdog in a game like that every time.
Yeah. I didn't expect the Steelers to win that game. I thought the Ravens were going to be like, okay, we clearly need this win because we started off the season really badly. And for the most part, ever since that Bears game that the Ravens played and won, this Ravens team has gone on a bit of a run. And, you know, unfortunately, that touchdown with Isaiah Likely didn't count according to the refs, and they came out with a loss. So it's been tough for them, but I really thought they were going to come out and be like, all right, we need to win this game, so we're going to win this game. And that was not the case there. Nick, JJ McCarthy, 3 touchdowns today. Is he the best quarterback in the NFC North? You know what? Let's give it to 9. Let's give it to 9. Let's give it to 9 this week.
Yeah. I posted a short about McCarthy last night.
Oh, the one where the coach is hyping him up and he's like,
yeah.
He looks so lame.
It says like this moment ruined JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh, what
anybody.
happened there?
Okay, I'm gonna calm down with that. I think Jordan Love's one of the best in the league at like seeing what the defense is doing and then like putting the ball in like the way he threw that ball in the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that during that postseason run too, where it's like, oh, okay, you're blitzing and the
Uh-huh.
ball's gone, and it's like, where's he throwing that? Oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
touchdown!
Exactly. And I mean, he's good for those like back-breaking interceptions, although he's had a really
Yes,
good year in terms of interceptions.
couple costly ones have
Uh,
happened. So
that's the thing too, and that's the thing I always see and hear is like we've seen him in the playoffs throw those costly interceptions for like a couple of years in a row now, and he does that during the season, but they're always single-digit interceptions. It's just the context in which he throws them is really, really heartbreaking, and for the most part, it becomes a loss because of that.
and
There,
this is kind of too like for the Bears, it's this big game, right? But I feel like for Caleb Williams on a personal level, this is a good defense. Like I broke it down earlier, why Green Bay is so. What the fuck? They overturned the first down. But for Caleb Williams, like he's going against a legit defense, so it'll be cool to see like how he handles it. A lot of football. It's only a 7-point game.
yeah,
It's gonna be like 17-10, I think.
it's gonna be a low score game. Like the over under was 44, I believe. I think the under is definitely gonna hit. And here we go, Manungai, or is that Swift? That's Manungai up the middle again for about 2 or 3 yards. Third and short upcoming for the Bears. And we got Ginger in the chat. Ginger. 3rd and 3 for the Bears. I will say the Jeff Hafley for defense coordinator, we've talked about it damn near all of last year. He has been the saving grace for this Packers defense, who were struggling 2 years ago to even like stop a nosebleed.
Oh, the coordinator they got from Boston College, I think.
Yep.
Or no, was it BCU?
No, I thought it was Boston College.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston College. Nick saying,
At
I'm
the
telling
time
you.
was like, who's this?
Yeah. Nick saying, I'm telling you, cut Troy Franklin.
Dude, but then he like makes an amazing play in the final 2 minutes, and he's out of the doghouse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how do you keep him there? Like, who are you going to put in his spot that has? Because is there somebody with more talent? Maybe. Is there somebody with the same rapport Bo Nix has? No.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, that relationship goes back to Oregon. You can't overnight just like simulate that with a new talented wide receiver.
And under pressure, Williams just has to throw that away.
I mean, look at Luther Burden, very talented. He's on the field now, but he's not going to have the same rapport as Odunze, who's been playing with Caleb for a year.
Yeah, Rome Odunze's out this game because of a bone, something with his foot. He's been playing with a bone something. It's not a fracture. I don't believe it was a fracture if I remember correctly, but it was something. Yeah, and he's played all year. Yeah, he's played all year, but today against the Packers, unfortunately, he is not available. 2nd and 10. It's going to be a toss. Oof, big hit. Emanungai stays up. Wow, I thought he was down, and he gets about 2 to 3 yards there. Some jawing going on between Moore and one of the defensive backs.
Surtain just made an amazing play.
Whew. What a hit.
They're going to try a Hail Mary here to close out the first half. Denver's going to call a timeout.
How is that not a hands to the face penalty, man? Come on.
On Parsons?
On Kayshawn Nixon to DJ Moore.
Damn. That looks violent watching that replay.
The Manungai run or the
the Manungai run. Yeah, Nixon had his face. Yeah. But he didn't have his face masked, but his hands are in his face.
Oh, so I think they did call the penalty because now it's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they didn't. I was like, what the hell? All right, here we go. Come on, Caleb. In Packers territory. Let's make some magic happen, baby. Let's go. And they're going to run it.
Smith have an arm? to throw this.
Okay, about a yard or two. 2nd down and 8.
He's going to have to throw it 53 yards for there to be a touchdown. Here's the Hail Mary. 7 seconds left in the half. Raiders get the ball. No, they were just trying to get him to jump off sides for a field goal.
Oh. Yeah, the Broncos are trying to get them to jump off sides?
The Raiders were trying.
The Raiders. What's the score currently?
14-7.
Gotcha. Broncos.
Yeah, they only had 3 drives. They scored on 2 of them, and then a couple of drops.
Let's go. 3rd and short upcoming.
One of them.
Oh, okay.
It's funny when you go on these 8-minute drives. It's like halftime comes and you've only had the ball 3 times.
I know. What I hate the most is when you have a drive that's 8 minutes and you come away with no points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even 3 sucks.
Yeah, even 3 is like, it's like blue balls. It's like,
Yeah,
you almost got me
exactly.
there, but.
Sack lunch, Nick Bonito.
Oh, Monungai. Oh,
The Broncos are going to get the ball back in field goal range.
Oh, nice.
Because that was 4th down, so it stops the clock with 2 seconds left.
Oh, 4th and 1.
Why are they
Bears
going
are going for
halftime?
it.
They kept the clock running.
Bears are going for it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up the gut. Let's move that line of scrimmage, boys. Come on.
There we go. 3 seconds back on the clock, and Denver's going to have a chance to
Caleb does it himself. Fuck yeah. First down.
60-yarder.
Whew.
Oh, he did a QB sneak there?
He play action, faked the handoff, and just ran it himself outside the numbers. Oh, come on. Come on, Caleb. 1st and 10 inside the Packers 34-yard line.
What the fuck? Why aren't they trying a field goal here?
Man, it is tough to run the ball against this defensive line of the Packers.
What the hell? Like, why did you just extend your fucking kicker if he can't kick a 60-yarder?
You're telling me, dude. You're telling me. Oh, little John, little back and forth, Bears and Packers. I think it's DJ Moore there in the center of it all. I love it. Fucking love it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. But win the game. Do this shit and win the game. Broncos Bears Super Bowl battle, the number 1 seeds. Dude, could you imagine?
Fight.
Could you imagine? Oh, that was Luther Burden and Valentine.
That would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. And I think
be
it would
the end of
like,
the pod.
I mean, I feel like the Bears. I don't know. I just need. I'm not saying like it's
unnecessary roughness
possible,
defense.
but I'm gonna if they start winning games like today, I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
they win these games like. Then yeah, I mean, it's who's better than them if they win these games, like, you know what I mean?
Because if they're beating an Eagles defense that is still good this year, if they're beating a Packers defense and offense that is,
and they beat the Rams is my question. Like,
that's the thing too. Beating the Rams,
that was my off-season
49ers.
Super Bowl prediction was Rams and Broncos. Now just like a pulse check, I think that's still perfect because where I'm at with my team is like the AFC and the NFC is very different. The AFC, there's not a team that I'm like, well, I hope we don't play that team. There isn't one. In the ones that there were, we beat them. So like,
yeah,
it just. But in the NFC, the Rams, like if we had the Rams in the AFC, I would be like,
hope
probably
we don't play
not
them.
happening.
Yeah.
Because the Rams and the Seahawks are very good.
Rams or Seahawks are monsters in the NFC. And the Packers, very good. The Lions, I still think, are a scary team in the playoffs.
But the
If they
Packers,
make
like, I don't know. Like, I mean, Jordan Love's 27, and
Mhm.
like, there's that whole thing where all their quarterbacks won a ring at 27.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, like, as dumb as that sounds, I do feel like this is the year for the Green Bay because their defense is finally like carrying the team, and
They
that.
made a move with Parsons to necessitate that. Yeah.
But then there's these losses with Green Bay, and you just don't know what you're getting from them. I'm
Browns.
not very comfortable with Green Bay at this point
Yeah.
because they've just not been able to separate themselves in games against Philly, in
Yeah.
games against the Panthers, in
Mhm.
games against the Browns, in games, even on the road playing Arizona, 4-point win. I mean, which, by the way, I'm not knocking close games because there's been more close wins this year than any other. But I want to see a couple like dominant performances,
Mhm.
like our game
Mhm.
against Dallas. I can go to the calendar and be like, yeah, but what about this one?
Yeah.
With Green Bay, like, what game does stand out where you're like, oh, that's when Green Bay put him? I mean, there's week 1, but that feels like a long time ago. And then last week on Thanksgiving, it
Yeah,
felt
that
like
one.
that was okay. And now it depends what happens tonight, because if they win tonight, it's like you're building off that Thanksgiving game. But if you lose tonight, it's like, okay, this is going to be an up and down type of thing.
Yeah,
Not like
because
down and like very low, just they're not pulling away from anybody is what I mean.
right. And obviously the Browns loss at the time looked really bad. But the Lions win in week 1, like you said, it looked really good. And then they beat the Lions again on Thanksgiving. And now they're playing a really tough game against the Bears. And the defense right now looks really, really good for the Packers. The offense, like you said, it's like, yeah, Jordan Love is good, and he made that really good throw to Christian Watson just now for the touchdown, but he also threw that interception to no one was within 5 yards of that throw. So it's like, okay, can you pull away with Jordan Love, or can Jordan Love get in that mode of pulling away? Because it really is, for the offense, all predicated on how Jordan Love performs. Is he throwing more backbreaking interceptions? Can he get the 4 touchdowns and almost 300 yards, whatever it was, against the Lions last week? Because that's the Jordan Love we clearly won for Packers fans, right? So,
Right.
But yeah, I agree. Like, even for the Bears too, like, Caleb has really good throws. They have a ton of explosive plays on the run game and the pass game, but there are some times where Caleb misses layups. He misses those. A couple of like outs, flat throws, maybe even some deep throws too. And to kind of also give Caleb some credit, his receivers have dropped a ton of passes that have been in their hands, and it's actually extremely infuriating when that happens. But the offensive passing game, for the most part, at least recently, in my opinion, has kind of been up and down. Obviously, the elements and a lot of things have to do have a huge effect because of context. But still, man, it's just like, man, I'd like to see Caleb throw for 4 touchdowns, 300 yards, something like that.
Right, just have like, and it's same thing with Drake May. Like, he hasn't thrown for 300 yards in his whole career yet.
Yeah.
You want to have like, and if you don't need to, you don't need to, right? But it's hard to, like I said, the context is everything, because the parity is real, but it's also real that the Patriots haven't played a top 10 defense this year. So
yeah,
how do we evaluate, like, at least for like Chicago, for better or for worse, we're going to be able to know what Caleb Williams looks like against a top 5 defense because of today. But we don't have that for Drake May. It doesn't exist. It's not out there, and we're probably not going to get it till the playoffs, which is going to make for an exciting prediction.
And the Bears get a field goal off the leg of Cairo Santos. Ginger, which analogy were you talking about with Love? So I'm gonna really quick edit the score here.
We-
It's high as fuck. That's so funny. Getting close to the next chug. I got about a quarter here, Richard.
3 to
I'll
7.
save for halftime.
One second, I'm gonna pee real quick.
I'm gonna pee after you. Liam, your Steelers are first in the division again. How you feeling? I know Lil Lee was in here earlier talking about the Steelers winning first in the division. See, I know both of you guys are happy about that. Patriots, Giants, Niners, and Panthers all on buys this week. Oh, the Chiefs are Sunday Night Football. Casey, I don't know if you're still in here, but I was just going to ask if the Chiefs were playing today and when, but they're Sunday Night Football. Liam said, I feel amazing. That was me last week when the Bears pummeled the Eagles, and they got the number 1 seed as well as number 1 in the division. Yeah, for the Steelers to be, number 1 in the division right now against a really good Ravens team, that started off really slow, but in the last few weeks has looked really good. I mean, for them to stay in playoff contention, good for them and good for Tomlin, because I know there's a lot of conversations about Tomlin, whether or not this may be the year. And I had predicted that this would be the first losing season that Tomlin was going to have. And right now, Tomlin and the Steelers are number 1 in the division. Just beat, in my opinion, a better team in the Ravens. And while I think his seat is still hot as a coach, he pulls off more wins, gets the division title. I think Steelers keep him. Oh, man. Richard, I know you were saying earlier how this is a stressful game. I mean, it has been really stressful. Like, Caleb Williams has not been able to pass the ball effectively. The Packers defense has been putting a lot of pressure. I think at one point it was like out of the 10 or 11 dropbacks he's been pressured on about 80% of those. It's been rough. What the fuck was that, Cairo? That's a flag because he didn't get it into the 20-yard line. And now the Packers are going to start off at the 40. Oh, my God. Kyle and I were literally just talking at the beginning of the stream how special teams can win or lose you games, and that right there is something that's going to lose you games. All right. 1st and 10 for the Packers at their 40. Jacobs gets about 2 to 3 yards there on that carry. Like, what was that? Like, was the ball falling off the tee thing or what? Because that was rough, man. And Musgrave's going to get that first down in a Bears territory. Packers looking to get some points on the board. 3rd quarter, they are going to get the ball first. Yes, and Texas Tech won a championship for the first time since like 67 or 55, depending on how you count it. Their best team I've ever seen. They, because they made the playoff, right? KC, I know Texas Tech is looking good. There's a couple snubs, Notre Dame, but I think Notre Dame was left off the college football playoffs because of a head-to-head loss to Miami. All right, 49 seconds left in this first half. Packers up 7-3 already in Bears territory, looking to get a little closer to give their kicker a much better, more advantageous opportunity for the kick. Here we go. Love. Incomplete pass to Musgrave, I believe. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Can you pull away with Jordan Love, or can Jordan Love get in the mode of pulling away? Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Chiefs are hanging on. Red Raiders are seed number 5 in the championship series. Nice. 2nd and 10. Love looking to pass. Under pressure going deep. Has a man wide the fuck open. Why is he open like that? Bo Melton on a touchdown pass from Jordan Love. Why is he that wide open? Brisker, what are we doing? Byard, what's going on? Gets behind Byard, gets behind Brisker. Oh my God. What are we doing, guys? What is that? God damn it. And on that note, I am going to, Jesus Christ, I'm going to go take a quick pee for the C commercial. I'll be right back. Yeah, Richard, a little relief. I bet. Must be nice to hit those deep shots like that. Pedal of the chairs. And okay, like, what's going on here? Are you serious? The Packers just okay, Bears keep the ball. This is ridiculous. Bo! He's down. Look at Kyle's sexy ass just being a dad. God, I want to kiss Kyle in the mouth. Beautiful. Beautiful child. Look at that. Look at that beautiful baby. Look at that. He's already pissed off at the Broncos not having a Super Bowl won already. Look at that. He's like, we should be undefeated. We should have a Super Bowl right now, this instant. We should be
right?
I love it. Love it.
Isn't he just precious?
Oh, look at him. He's like, I need a nap, bro.
You were just napping.
Yeah. He's like, no, that was my pre-work nap. My
Like,
work
bro,
nap needs
all
to
I
happen
do
now.
is sleep. Where have you been?
Oh my God. Sack lunch on Caleb Williams. Jesus freaking Christ, man.
Okay, I'll let you up here. There you go. There you go.
Jesus Christ. Ah.
What's going on?
They just sacked Caleb Williams. 21 seconds left in the first half. Bears are down 14-3.
Who scored another touchdown?
It was Bo Melton on a deep pass by Love. He was wide open.
Oh, they sacked Geno Smith again, and he's shaking up.
13 dropbacks, 6 pressures, and 1 sack already. Jesus Christ. What do you do? Dude, stop with those passes. He was wide open right there. Stop missing that shit. Sorry, baby in the room. Sorry.
No, it's okay. He doesn't know.
God, I hope he doesn't know.
Oh, no. He has no idea the shit we say.
This has been a horrible first half for the Bears. Horrible.
And plus, I don't believe swear words are bad. I believe that's a human construct society made up to control people.
Facts.
So how is putting certain syllables together bad?
Yeah, true.
Like, what's bad is the intent of your heart behind your words, not the words themselves. I mean, of course, there's certain words, and you know which ones.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, ass, fuck, these are just words.
Especially ass.
And it helps them express themselves. Like, nothing, if I say I'm hungry and I say I'm fucking hungry, one of them, I mean it.
I mean it. Oh my God.
He got the little hiccups.
I don't know what's happening, but this second half needs to be so much better.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be this type of a game. Like,
Yeah.
I think you did too. It's just uncomfortable. You just got to ride it out. It's like an intense mushroom trip. Don't fight it.
I love that comparison.
You just got to surrender to it, and you'll break free at the end.
Yeah. Total yards, 71 for the Bears, 207 for the Packers.
Aw, hey mom.
Bo, Mimi is coming. Aw,
She's gonna be here on Friday.
that's
We're so
awesome.
excited.
I bet you and Mary are very happy. Everything went well. How's Mary doing?
Good. She just like he's doing this thing called I forget what the term is, but it's like when babies want to breastfeed for like 18 hours.
Oh,
It's a type of feeding they do when they're like going through a growth spurt, which he is.
wow.
So I mean, naturally she's exhausted
Yep. Yep.
because you can't sleep
Mhm.
while doing it, and you're not supposed to sleep with your baby. It's like a big no.
Yeah, because I've heard so many stories of like uh parents rolling over, and unfortunately, those babies are suffocated. But thank God, like
Yeah, and
it's not a common thing.
yeah, it's like I have a lot of empathy for people that happens to, because naturally, like, you're already talking about the most exhausted human state a person can be.
Yeah.
Like, they delivered a baby, they haven't been allowed to sleep, they've been
Mhm.
interrupted by nurses and doctors, and then the baby feeds every 3 hours, or
Mhm.
in Bo's case, all day. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say all day.
Every 20 minutes.
He wants to be on the boob, and he'll fall asleep with it in his mouth. And as soon as you like go to move him, like, okay, he starts sucking. Like, no, I'm not done.
As a fellow man, just like Bo, I also love to be on the
Right?
boob most of the day as well. So, I
was
mean, what
like,
can you do, right? What can you
yeah, what are you gonna do? He's a boob guy.
do? He's a boob guy.
But like, you're dealing with like the most exhausted people, and I just to like not fall asleep.
Mhm.
It's very challenging, and really, it's a two-person evolution, because when I mean, like you nodded off before, but when you're by yourself, there's nobody to be like, hey, do you want me to hold him? Do you want me to take him?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just by yourself, and sometimes you're like, I'm just gonna close my eyes and think,
Mhm.
and that's how you like justify it.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, like you're out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's no one there to be like, you're sleeping,
Yeah. That's a crappy thing too, because I've been in situations where I've been exhausted, but the one thing, and it's so funny because I know you and I've gone through this boot camp, for example.
Yeah.
I have legitimately, and obviously not for minutes at a time or anything like that, but in boot camp, we are taught to march, and we march everywhere outside of our barracks room. I have been in the middle of a march and have literally fallen asleep as I'm marching for a few
Yes!
seconds.
I've
And that,
never heard anyone else say that. How did we do that?
I don't know, dude. To me, I'm just like, when I wake up after those like few seconds, which feels like a micro nap, I'm just like, how did I just wake up?
I remember,
actually, how did I sleep?
I remember when we were marching to like the fire building, I fell asleep marching.
Yeah.
And also battle stations, I kept
Battle
falling
stations.
asleep, and the only reason I would wake up is because I would like run into somebody or something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, my bad.
And you're just like, oh my God, I was asleep. You know what I mean?
You're like, yeah, it's like, I didn't know you can walk and sleep.
Yeah.
What else can I do?
Boot camp definitely is one of those times in a military member's life where you are very, very much exhausted
Yeah.
for, I would say, about 90% of the day.
I think it's like the labor is probably like the closest thing too, because you can't sleep while you're going in labor.
Oh God.
And if you like, Mary was in labor for like 35 hours.
Oh.
And I was like, when you get to that point of exhaustion,
Yeah.
and whoever it is that's your coach, like with you, they're tired too, because they can't sleep either.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, like Kyle's saying, like that's one thing too with boot camp. You just can't fall asleep. You literally can't. You can't sit down. You can't lay down. without somebody telling you that you can.
Did you ever go poop just to sleep for 5 minutes?
I never did that, but I always would go poop just to sit down for a few
Yeah,
minutes.
I remember doing that a ton.
Yeah, that
If
was
I sit down, you mean never mind.
totally. I meant sit down.
No,
Nothing
there's
else.
no doors in poop.
Nothing else. Yeah.
And nothing like taking a shit and just staring at a guy in front of you taking a shit.
What's up, bro?
I'm like, this is just weird.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't want to. I'm really weird. Like, I don't like farting and like that's like my. Like, I don't care about the showering. I just don't. For some reason, the pooping's like too far.
I just can't do it either. Where it's just like and this goes beyond any of that. Like, I don't like shitting in public places when there's
Same.
someone doing the same thing directly next to me, and all that you've got to separate you is a piece of plastic that is a foot off the ground, and you can see the other person's feet. You're just like, it's so uncomfortable for me.
It's a very vulnerable position, and
It
they've done
is.
studies that like the best sensations a person feels, like obviously number one we all know, and then
Yep.
number two is pooping.
Yep.
And like it's really weird to like try to do that without like being watched. Like,
Yep.
don't make a face, you know.
Uh-huh. Oh, Richard, $5 super
go.
chat. Let me
Thank you,
finish
Richard.
this.
I
Thank you.
appreciate the congrats too.
Yeah. He said congrats. I blast music. That's a good one. All right, let me finish this and then I'm gonna chug. I'm gonna open a new one and chug.
Chug.
Oh, here we go. Is this a strawberry guava? This one's pretty good.
This is a big 3rd and 3 right here for Broncos on the 7-yard line. 3rd and 3.
Woo, let's go.
It's the loudest I've heard the Raiders today. Bo Nick looking. Caught. Harvey. Go. First down.
There we go, baby.
There you go. RJ Harvey's starting to break out, dude.
Their own 7 or the Raiders 7?
The Raiders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Chugging time. Bear down, baby. Bear down. Good, better, best. Let's go.
And Denver's really playing their best football right now, which is awesome. We just played the Raiders, 4 weeks ago, and it was 10-7.
Oh, yeah.
Sean said, he blamed himself because his play calling was ass. And he was like, we were not prepared offensively for that defense. Like, we thought they were running an entirely different defense.
Oh, really?
RJ Harvey.
What's that?
Touchdown, RJ Harvey.
Let's go. Has he scored? How many has he scored this year?
Well, he's got like a couple of games where he's got like 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
Like the Cowboys game, he scored 3. He's got, I think that's 2 right now. That's his 5th. That's his 5th in the last 2 games.
Damn. So he really is heating up, huh?
Yeah, he's starting to heat up, and that's like the one element that will take this team anywhere they want to go.
I agree. I feel like because the running game has been an issue for the Broncos for 3-4 years now, about.
Yes, it's been an issue for a lot longer than that. I'll put it this way. Denver with J.K. Dobbins, the first record he broke, he was the first 100-yard rusher since we had Latavius Murray in 2022.
Wow.
And that's just going for 100 yards as a running back.
Damn.
And we haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher, I believe, since Philip Lindsay.
Philip Lindsay, man, what a name drop there.
Oh yeah, well he's he's on the Broncos radio channel now.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
Their local he's got a lot of great insights. He was the one that told me about the maybe getting the Texans running back. Because with Woody Marks, taking off. What is his name?
I'm gonna look it up real quick. Texans.
It's driving me crazy. I feel like there's a W in it. Maybe not.
No.
It's so funny that Woody Marks his real name's not Woody, but he just kept dressing up as Woody for Halloween as Toy Story.
Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce.
There
So
we
yeah,
go.
Philip Lindsay, because he went and played a year with the Texans, and he's got a lot of buddies over there, and he was really pushing for Denver to try to bring Damian Pierce over.
Oh wow.
He
So
was
he
saying
was.
like he could have something left. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's still relatively young, if I remember correctly. Let me see. He's 25. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a young guy.
Yeah, and he wouldn't turn 26 until February of next year, which is in like 3-ish months. So, yeah, I mean, why not, right? Like, bring somebody in like that. J.K. Dobbins is obviously doing really well, and R.J. Harvey is heating up, especially the last couple games, like you're saying. So, why not bring in a guy who has experience in the league and ran really well for a Texans team that year that was not very good?
And I think the Bears too. I think the Bears are on schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about their running thing, remember when the Lions with Dan Campbell is like first they got Penei Sewell, and they got like the necessities, but then they were able to get like the Sam Laporta and the Jahmyr Gibbs, and like this is what I don't know if the Bears are going to the Super Bowl this year, but that's not what this year was ever about anyway. It was just about doing what they're doing. They accomplished their goal, as far as I'm concerned. Not their goal, but they're on schedule, which is they made I think New England's ahead of schedule. I think the Bears are on schedule, and I think if the Bears have a draft this year where they get like a Jahmyr Gibbs, then they're the new Lions.
And DeAndre Swift and Monunga are having good years. So far. Yeah, Monunga's been a really pleasant surprise for being a 7th rounder, and the Bears
people were surprisingly high on him going before he even played.
And I kind of had no idea because he was from Rutgers, and the only other guy who has made a really big impact who's a running back from Rutgers was Pacheco, and both of them are very undersized. I think Monunga is about 5'8", 5'9", so he's little taller than I am, but he's built like a freaking monster. But I agree, man. They've made some additions to the interior of the offensive line. Drew Dahlman, Joe Tooney, Jonah Jackson has been awesome. We've already got Darnell Wright, who is playing really, really well this year. And then our left tackle situation right now is Theo Benedict and Ozzie Trapillo, who Ozzie Trapillo was a 3rd rounder from this past draft. So he's a rookie this year. I think our offensive line has played damn near close to an elite level. They're having a really tough time tonight against the Packers, but moving forward, kind of like you're saying in terms of schedule, the Bears are at 9 wins. That is 4 more than last year. And that's 4 more than last year in week 15. So week 14, which is already exceeding expectations. If they could get to 10 and double the amount of wins from last year, again, that is all positives. The only thing is now after they beat the Eagles, they're struggling against the Packers right now, but it at this point it is the Bears have to make the playoffs. The
Bears are going to be in the playoffs for sure. The other thing too is their tight end. He's gonna. I think he could be a sneaky you draft him in fantasy and he finishes as a top 5 tight end.
Yeah, I think he could too. Loveland, you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was really good. Obviously, he had the game-winning touchdown against the Bengals. He's had some really, really good catches in terms of getting the Bears into position to win. And a lot of the talk, Leo, let's ride, Rascals. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, he wasn't very much involved in the offense. And then people are looking at Warren, the guy that the Colts have, and being like, should have drafted Warren. But now Loveland is kind of coming into his own and being used on the offense a lot more. So he's definitely going to be a person that Ben Johnson and the Bears use moving forward in the offense. And like you said, I think he could very much be a guy that makes a huge impact, moving forward in his career with the Bears, and can be a tight end that you want to draft in fantasy drafts, because he can absolutely make a big difference in this game.
4th and 2, the Raiders are going for it. And then let's see what happens. Pressure, Gino, got to get rid of it. Rolling out, throwing downfield, wide open. Damn it.
Oh,
First down. All right, I'm going to go give him to his mommy.
mm-hmm.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye, Bo. But he waved. You saw his hand. He went like this. Hey, you all should be lucky that Bo did that for y'all.
He waved.
He waved. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Love to see it. 3rd and 11 for the Packers here.
Boy.
3rd and 11 here for the Packers. And Richard, I hope we get some more this half. A little pressure. Bears bringing pressure, going deep. Jordan Love. Oh, and that's pass interference. Pass interference. They're not going to call it because it's going to be a 4th down, but Nahshon Wright almost came away with another pick there. And honestly, correct move there by that Packers receiver. Do not turn the ball over by any means necessary, because Bo Melton is the one who did that there. More receivers need to do this. Take the penalty. Take the penalty, especially on a 3rd down and long throw. Take that penalty instead of letting the defender get a turnover. Told you, fuck me. Yeah, and I think that was that was clearly an underthrow by Jordan Love, or maybe, and honestly, where Jordan Love threw that, it was obviously an underthrow. I wonder if there was a miscommunication on the play there. I don't know, but clearly an underthrow. And Nahshon Wright almost came away with another pick.
I didn't have the heart to wake her up. She's sleeping with one of those eye things over.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're just going to ride it out till this baby cries.
Let's ride.
There's
the punt.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be there's a flag on the field. About the 22-yard line for the Bears.
Bo, this is the most important thing.
I love it. Nice.
Sleep with it. It'll be your favorite stuffed animal.
What'd you say?
I was like, you will sleep with this. This will be your stuffed animal. It's like
I love it.
Our parents' generation, they did this project where they made the kids have to carry an egg with them for a week.
Yeah.
They couldn't break the egg, but they had to, no matter what they did, they had to have the egg.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's gonna be the football for him.
Yeah. You're like, you are not to leave this alone ever.
And if you drop it, I'm gonna come in with duct tape like Tim McGraw in Friday Night Lights. Hang on to in football.
Bah! He gets the duct tape.
It's even
Jesus
funnier
Christ.
that I have duct tape in the room right now.
All right, Kyle, I'm gonna need you to not grab that duct tape.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, he's got his head turned like he's totally watching the game right now.
He's like, come on, defense, get that sack.
I know. What was up with that? That was a bad call. That was a bad call. You are just so precious, dude. You're a cute baby. That's not always the case. No one says it, but we all know it.
You keep that to yourself when you see
always
it.
do. You always do. But it's funny because a lot of times the cute babies turn into like adults, and then like ugly babies turn into like supermodels. Like, have you seen that stand-up bit with who's that comedian the girls all like?
Oh, oh my! I know you're talking about. He's the white
He's this
guy.
younger guy that like does the interaction stuff with the audience.
Yeah, he does like the crowd work.
Well, he was like, talking about how people hate on him for like looking like this. He's like, the messed up part is like, I just got this.
Yeah, I just became hot.
Yeah, like, this just happened like last week.
I always thought it was so funny because I was always a little self-conscious about the way I looked. I wore glasses all through grade school.
Oh
and
yeah,
then,
we all did. You know how
Yeah.
middle school is.
and then
Everyone's got acne.
yeah, high school came around. I started wearing contacts, and I was like, I looked back at pictures of myself, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, high school, I turned it around, baby. I turned it around.
Yeah, it's everyone in middle schools, like, their bodies are changing.
Yep.
They stink. Like,
Mhm.
everyone's got acne. Like, it's contagious. Like,
I remember when I got deodorant for the first time. I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm a grown up now. And yes, Ginger, Matt Rife, that is the comedian, Matt Rife.
that's it. Yeah,
Yep.
Matt Rife. Thank you, Jamie.
Huh?
I was like, thanks, Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull up that clip of the alien eating the dog. It's like always the most random. You have that polar bear that went surfing.
Oh god. Can we get that clip of the guy jumping out of the airplane and landing safely on top of a skyscraper, please, Jamie? Thank you.
Thank you, man. I miss Bill.
Oh yeah, I know. He
Bill
was our
always
Jamie.
a great quick look up. Not that you're not, Ginger. I'm just saying I thought of Bill because
Mhm.
he used to do that all the time.
Yeah. There would be those random weekday nights, no football was on, but we would be on here and we're like, man, who is this freaking guy? Because we always tell you guys we don't do names here on the Only Football podcast. And Bill would always be like, it was this person. We'd be like, yes, Bill, thank you.
Yeah,
And
Bill
Ginger
does
and everybody.
names.
Yeah. All
Dude,
right,
Kenny
second.
Pickett just came in the game.
Oh, Kenny Pickett. Nice. First down, Caleb Williams on the run. Love it.
I knew Denver, their pass rush is so violent. Like, they just take out quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah. And I meant to bring this up, but it was like when you Bo Leave in Bo Nix and Nick Bo Nito, and there's another guy with a Bo in the middle of his name. I don't know who it is. Ann Bowman, something like that.
For the Broncos?
Mhm.
John,
There's somebody with a BO in the middle of their name. I was
what
like,
position did he play?
I can't remember if it's a defensive player or maybe an offensive lineman, something like that.
But
Come on.
yeah. Oh, maybe no. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, I got to look it up again.
All right, I'm taking you down. He's about to freak out.
Got to get the boob. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Bears here at the 48-yard line. Going to hand it off, and it's going to be Manungai who's going to get to the, strong run. Got stopped about a yard into his run and still moved his feet and was able to move a couple Packers for about 4-yard gain or 3-yard gain. Gets into Packers territory, I believe, with that run. 3rd and 5. Yep, in Packers territory at the Packers 47-yard line. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Quick throw, and that is Loveland with the first down at the 38-yard line of the Packers. All right, come on. We need a touchdown here, boys. Come on. 11:35 and counting in this 3rd quarter. Perfect throw. First and 10 Bears. Caleb is 8 for 17, 48 yards. It has not been a good day for him, but the run game has also not been good. Fakes the handoff, back to pass. Looking under pressure, escapes a sack, throws, caught! Cole Kmet inside the red zone, baby. What a pass by Caleb. Wow. Man, right over the defender in the breadbasket of Cole Kmet. Wow, indeed. Crafty. KC, nice. That was impressive. Close to about the 10. All right, the 11-yard line, first and 10 for the Bears. They can get a first down without scoring. Changing it up. 2 seconds to snap. Snap. Hands it off. And it's going to be, I believe that was Swift for about a 4-yard run. Caleb is definitely a stud, especially on the move outside the pocket. Man, that guy makes plays. Caleb makes stuff happen outside the pocket. Whew. What a throw and catch. Second and 6. Caleb shotgun. Moving his man around. Cole Kmet. Snap. Hands it off. Going to be Swift. Up the middle. They're pushing. And he's going to get about 5 on that run. Close to a first down. Damn it. Kyle can't even update the score for his own team's game. Crafty.
I just got here.
As Crafty saw you holding your child.
Literally just sat down. And that's actually what I'm doing. Wow. I don't even want to do it now.
Can't catch a break. Kyle's going to keep you guys all guessing. Swift! Oh, did he get in? Either way, I think he gets a first down. So it's going to be first and goal. At worst, first and goal. At best, touchdown. And it looks like a first and goal.
There you go.
We're going no huddle here for the Bears. At the 1-yard line. First and goal. Motion. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking. Throws.
Wow.
Touchdown, Zacchaeus! Let's go! Woo!
I told you not to worry. You just got to ride it out.
Woo! What a throw at the nick of time.
Or was it in the nicks of time?
It was in the Bo Nix of time. Wow. And that went through the arms of the Packers player. I believe that's Nixon.
Is that good or bad? Like, are you happy or mad? Well, you're not mad, but is that like the luck or skill? I didn't see it.
I think it's a little bit of both, probably more on the luck side, to be honest, because that could have been intercepted. And the Bears are going for 2. Here we go.
Oh, I think it was more skill. Well, I don't know. The last angle is the only one I saw, and it was
Manungai.
If you're a Packers fan, it was a luck. If you're a Bears fan, it was skill.
Yeah, exactly. Woo! 2 is good. The Bears score 11.
3-point game.
3-point game, baby. Man, Keyshawn Nixon had that for a second there before I even reacted to the touchdown. I thought it was an interception.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love
it's
it.
Amazing that they scored on that 2-point conversion too.
Me too. The lineman came and just pushed Manungai through.
Dang. RJ Harvey's starting to feel this game like he's getting a good feel for the game.
You said that was Harvey?
Yeah, RJ Harvey.
Hell yeah.
It's like he's starting to turn in runs that look like they should be losses into 4-yard gains.
Yeah. That That was Monunga in one play. He got hit as soon as he hit the line of scrimmage and still drove his feet for another 3-4 yards.
That was Monunga on the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that and just now too. Yeah, you're right. He had a little help from his friends, I will say. But yeah,
Nothing
either
wrong
way,
with that.
nothing wrong with that. As long as it counts. I'm going to take a quick P for the C. Be right back.
Ooh. All right. Denver. Oh, good job by Nix avoiding the sack there. He did a play action. Right when he came out of it, there was a Raiders defender in his face. Immediately hits the brakes, makes him miss, throws a completion. Seeing the field. There's a lot on the line today. All around the league, man. Oh, man. It looked like Cortland Sutton could have had. He tackled him. How are these not getting called for pass interference? Third down and 4. Nix looking, firing, caught, first down. There we go. Love seeing that.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, so I'm just disagreeing.
Cortland Sutton, first down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you love to see that. 3-point game, baby. 3-point game. 1st and 10. Packers at their own 37. 8 minutes left in the third.
Man, there's like a whole game to be played still.
I know, dude.
8 minutes in the third.
Yeah.
We
Like
haven't seen anything yet.
Like the fact that the Bears were able to stop the Packers, get a punt, and score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion within 7 minutes of the third quarter having started is, like you said, it just feels like a lifetime ago.
Well,
like first half always goes by so fast, it seems like.
Speaking of feels like, you see it feels like 6 degrees?
Yeah, don't miss that.
A lot of times you can see the cold, like on TV.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that cold watching this.
I didn't either. And then they did a close up on the offensive lineman during a huddle for the Packers, and you could see their breath as they're breathing out. And I was like, oh, it's cold.
Yeah. Jordan
P
Love.
for the C. Yep. P for the commercial. Ooh.
Oh.
You like that? You like that? You like that?
You like that?
2nd and 9. Come on. There we go. TJ Edwards finally back in the defensive lineup. 3rd down. There's steam coming off the ref's hat. That's the NFL. The transmitter. The transmitter telling them, "Hey, fix this game so the Packers win." That's what that is. 3rd and 3. Come on, Bears. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. CJ Gardner-Johnson just let up a touchdown.
Nah. Right now?
Christian Watson again.
Oh my gosh, I'm on 3rd and 3 right now.
Oh, my freaking God. You're going to see it right now. It was a slant from the right side up the middle. Jordan Love just quick throw on a play action. And
how are you not in position as a safety? And he's had such a great year.
Yeah, Byard has had an amazing year. I mean, taking the ball away, but like right there, it's like, what is going on, guys? Man, Jordan Love and this Packers offense are just taking advantage of these miscues by the Bears, and it is infuriating.
And that's
God damn it. That's 2 touchdowns.
But like I said, there's an entire game to be played.
Yeah.
I mean, that took 2 minutes. Like, this game's not going to be what I predicted it to be.
To be honest, I thought it was going to be like a 14-10, 13-10, 17-14 game.
Same.
This has been there's been a lot more scoring than I thought.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Look at this. I was going to show you this.
Oh no, your girlfriend's dad doesn't like his gift.
Look what this was earlier today. Oh wait, hold on. Let me. Oh wait, you can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Steelers, Seahawks, Bengals.
Wow, dude.
That was a good hit.
You made $120 off that on a $5 bet. I love that.
Yeah, and it was a bonus bet. Well,
what is the bonus bet?
Oh my gosh, Knicks just took off and picked up a first down. And it was an amazing run.
Let's go.
No, because I put a bet in March or April, and it was Jacksonville and the Panther, or it was. Hold on. It was the other team. Oh, it was Jaguars and Panthers to win more than 7.5 games, and the Patriots to win more than 6.5, something like that.
Yeah.
And I put like $200 on that because you know how I felt about the Patriots and the Jaguars and the Panthers. It was like made for me. It felt like.
Yeah.
And you know that hit last week. Like,
oh, that's right.
So
nice, dude.
I just was like in my account. I'm like, why is there like $300 in here? And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I placed that bet at like 3 a.m.
When at the beginning, before the beginning of the season, or
yeah, it was like March.
Wow. Was it plus money or was it still kind of like minus?
No,
money?
It was plus 500.
Wow, Jesus.
I'm going to show you, actually. It's funny because I placed it once, and then I liked it so much that I woke up and placed it again.
Mm-hmm.
I was like...
You placed it again?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely going to hit.
Okay. We got to score on this drive again. We have to.
Keep it going. I think it's going to turn into a back-and-forth game now.
Kick goes out of bounds. Bears are going to start at the 40. That's good. That's good. All right. Thanks for messing that up, McManus. Man, CJ Gardner-Johnson just got beat there by Watson. Watson's so fast too. Like,
and guess what? We can help you out. If the Packers win today, we'll beat them next week for you.
Please, God, do. Please. I would love nothing more than, even better, the Bears beat them, the Broncos beat them next week, and then we beat them again in 2 weeks after we play the Browns. That would be sick.
Well, if the Packers were to win today and we beat them next week, the Bears would control their own destiny.
Yeah.
Because then they could beat them on the second. Because typically when it's really close, you split. you split. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Very rare are you going to sweep a good team. Like Denver plays the Chiefs on Christmas. I don't know if Sean's going to I don't know if he wants to show his hand right before the playoffs in a game that,
Right.
he's he probably wants to save some of these plays.
Yeah.
Get the Chiefs to make adjustments, study them, and then if they make it to the postseason, then you're ready for them. Not that you're trying to lose, you're just not desperate to win.
Caleb Monangai gets hit immediately behind the line of scrimmage. Jesus Christ. Glad that was a first down, not a third. Whew.
Yeah, this is where the Bears need to show that resilience. One of the things Ben Johnson's been doing is just the way he's dialing up the run all year is insane.
Yep.
The question was always if the Packers take away the run, what do the Bears do?
Yep.
And it looks like we're going to find out. Not because they're not running well. It's just, I don't know. I'm kind of watching, but I'm watching the Broncos game. It doesn't sound like they're running like a regular Sunday.
No, nothing like they did against the Eagles, even the Vikings game. Like they were running the ball effectively. It's just this Packers defensive line, and I knew it going into this game. Their defensive line is very good. It is tops in the league, I believe, in terms of pressure, stopping the run, things like that. Monangai and DeAndre Swift, while they have been able to bust out some good runs, it's not like they've been busting out 20-yard runs like they were against the Eagles or anything. They've been struggling to do explosive plays, and they've been able to get small 3-4 yard gains.
Yeah, that's what I expected. I know the run defense is good in Green Bay.
Yeah, and that's at they're missing a defensive lineman. I don't know his name exactly, but I believe they're missing one of their better defensive linemen.
3rd and 3, Denver. Oh, off the hands of Sutton, incomplete. Damn it!
Those are always the worst off the hands.
I want them to go for it, and I don't know why.
2nd and 8, quick throw. What are we doing, guys?
God.
3rd and 8. We tried to do a quick wide receiver screen, and that just did not work.
Should have been a touchdown.
That's a pass interference, but is it? But no, I got to see if the ball was there at the same time or not. They're not going to call it. Whatever. It is what it is. 3rd and 8 for the Bears.
Man, I had a
too much
touchdown
pressure.
and it just bounced off his hands. What happened? 3rd down, Dingo?
Yeah, 3rd and 8. Packers brought in 2 or 3 guys. Pressure, 4, 5. They brought in 1 guy for pressure, and they just got past the line. And Caleb Williams, running out of bounds, just threw it out.
Sometimes that's the best play.
And I don't know what happened with the offensive line. The weird part is all of our offensive linemen were pass blocking, and we had Monangai there, and 3 Packers still got through. That's crazy to me. And Cairo's kick is good.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got points. That's all that matters. It was always a 2-possession game.
Yeah. It's something. It's something.
You were going to need a field goal anyway, and from 41 yards in the cold, just think of how different you'd feel if he missed that kick.
Oh, dude, I would be livid.
That's what I do. Whenever I just try to take myself to helps you appreciate that you're in a 7-point game
instead
when that
of
very easily
14.
could have been a missed field goal. And under these conditions on the road, you could have missed that. And instead, it's a 1-possession game in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's true.
if the Bears can't, if the, I understand, but at the same time, it's like you have to, if you're going to be a good team, like you have to know that these are the kind of games that you're comfortable winning.
Yeah.
Like if because there was a while where I was like, if we were down 7 in the third, I
Mhm.
felt like we were doomed, you know.
Yeah.
That's kind of changed now, where it's like you start to expect to win when winning becomes part of your culture, and it's like, yeah, we're down 7, we're down 10, down 14, down 30 in the fourth. Who cares? Like we're gonna
Yeah.
find a way to get it done, and I feel like the fans, they really haven't had a bunch of that this year, so they're
Nope.
not like comfortable in these situations,
Yep.
and that's understandable. But this is also an opportunity to gain some trust in the Chicago Bears in their fans.
Yeah, and that's one thing. A couple things on that, because there's been situations, games where we're down and it's last minute, fourth quarter. I think of the Vikings game, the second Vikings game. I think of the Bengals game, even the Raiders game early in the season, where I was like, oh my God, we're down. And then obviously as the season progresses, it becomes like, okay, we're down, but I'm confident in Caleb Williams and, more importantly, Ben Johnson as a coach to drop some stuff in order to get us in a position to win. And I was thinking of things you've said last week, especially against the Eagles. There was a super windy game. The Bears could barely pass the ball. Like Caleb Williams had, I think, like a 50-something percent completion. And then the Bears have been running the ball extremely well all week last week against the Eagles. They do the play action, and Caleb Williams throws the nail in the coffin touchdown to Cole Kmet. And I was like, if I was streaming this game and Kyle was with me streaming this game, and I was like, run the ball, what are we doing? Or pass the ball, you would have been like, they're setting up the play action for a situation just like that. And what happens? Exactly that. And I was like, if Kyle and I were streaming this game and I was like, we need to pass the ball more, you would have been like, what's going on is they're setting up the play action for the right opportunity to throw the ball. And in that situation there, that was what it was.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that actually, we had this whole moment earlier this year where there was a play that kept coming open, and I'm like,
Yep.
they need to. Oh yeah, it was every time Caleb Williams was running the option, they were crashing inside, and I'm
Yep.
like, if he pulls it, it's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I was like, Ben Johnson saving it, and late in the fourth quarter, it's exactly what happened, and the Bears got a go-ahead touchdown because he pulled it and ran it in for a touchdown.
And I believe it was
like week 4,
this
week 5.
No, maybe the Commanders or Saints game. I feel like it was one of those.
I think it was the Saints game because it was like close for no reason.
Yeah. Love going deep. Incomplete. Oh my God.
You were going to say intercepted.
Whew.
What was that? I'm watching it now.
Yeah, it was deep to golden.
Looking, going deep.
Believe, yeah.
Ooh.
I believe that's McLeod. Oh, McLeod, yeah.
That was kind of underthrown.
A little bit.
Not in a way that's necessarily bad.
Sometimes because Dubs turns around, and if McLeod bumps into him, that's a pass interference. All of a sudden, you're in great territory inside the Bears field.
I like that no call.
I do too. There was hand fighting there. There was both players were hand fighting.
Very good no call, and he had his head turned. If he doesn't turn his head, that gets called.
Yep, 100%. Yep, Leo said it. He turned around. Yep. 2 minutes, 12 seconds and counting, and the Packers are going to punt here. No PI. Yep, no PI there.
How is that a flag? Oh, Sertan's saying that's on me. Okay. If you say so. I didn't see it. All right, let's gamble.
Let's gamble. It's getting to the witching hour, right?
Yeah, there's too much money in my FanDuel account. I got to do something dumb.
What an awesome problem to have. Too much money in my account.
I'm like, I'm not supposed to actually make money doing this. The whole point is to lose money.
Yeah, you're like, that's
It was
silly.
a $5 bonus bet, and now I have almost $350. Like,
Let's go, dude.
people are like, why wouldn't you just like cash out? It's like, because it's fun. I mean, it was $5, and now I'm here. Why would I?
Yeah.
Why would I? But you know what's funny is like there's this energy around gambling that's interesting because like if I were to go to a bar and spend $5 on a beer, it's like no problem.
Yeah.
But you know, if you spend $5 gambling, if you're around certain people, they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
It's like,
all of a sudden they think you have a
like I
problem.
did. They make it seem like you're like, "Oh, I was like killing dogs this morning." It's like, "Oh, you do that, okay."
Yeah, no, I woke up, had my coffee, killed a couple dogs, then came to work, and I was like, what?
Who just rang my doorbell? Hold on.
Yeah, BRB as well.
False alarm. False alarm. Well, the door did ring, but we're expecting somebody. I'm talking to nobody. Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna help me. You guys are gonna help me place this. The Broncos win by more than 10.5. I think the score touchdown. It's a 10-point game. And that was Riley Moss on the coverage. That was Bo Jackson's nephew. It's weird to see Pete Carroll smiling when he's down by. Damn, that was an amazing throw. I mean, that was like the window was that big, and Kenny Pickett just threaded the fucking needle. I should be more upset, but sometimes a guy just makes an amazing play, and it's more about them than it is us, and that's what that was. That was just, yeah. I mean, the margin of error to make that throw was 0, and he made it. Oh my God, it looks better every time I see the replay. I have to say something on X about that. That's incredible. Hold on. Let me see. I should be more mad, but that throw by Kenny Pickett was just incredible.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 4. I think Caleb just completed a pass. I don't know exactly what happened, but
I just saw Kenny Pickett make like the throw of the year.
really?
Yeah, I was just saying I should be way more upset, but the throw was just so good.
You're like, I can't be mad at that athletic throw.
I was like, it had less to do with us and more to do with it. Sometimes when a quarterback makes like a certain throw, there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just one of those throws where like
Yep.
the margin of error to make that throw was like 0, and he made it.
Mm-hmm.
It's more impressive that it was like a 40-yard pass.
3rd and 1.
How do you spell
26.
incredible?
And first down, Manungai. Yes.
Incredible.
Manungai. That's how you spell incredible. INCREDIBLE.
IB. Okay. I did EB. I did AB.
Mm-hmm.
IB.
First down, Bears. 4, 4th quarter. Bears down 7, fourth quarter. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's make some love here in the fourth quarter. This is the one time I don't want to believe in love.
What's going on?
My gumbo. Manunka. Oh. Mr. Leo the Greek woke up feeling dangerous. Just like Chris Kyle in American Sniper. How you feeling,
come
Kyle?
on. Did the Raiders get the onside kick?
Did they? What's the score?
No, we got it. 24-14 after the best throw of the year by Kenny Pickett.
Nice. Fourth quarter as well?
Yeah, 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. Away from being the number 1 seed in the AFC. And what's crazy, we haven't lost a home game in Denver since like week 6 of 2024. So if Denver gets the 1 seed,
not only do they get the bye, but all home games.
The home games,
yeah.
The crowd. Oh my God. When the Broncos and Chiefs played, Tony Romo said, I haven't been to any game this year that felt like this.
Yeah.
And like all the people in the press boxes were like, you could feel the whole thing shaking.
Yeah.
Like, these fans have been hungry, just like Bears fans, for 10 years for, something like this. And if Denver gets those home playoff game, it's going to be an unreal atmosphere.
Oh, I bet, dude. I bet.
Oh my gosh. Hard run by Harvey. Really like Harvey. How many rushing yards is he at now, I wonder?
200. Probably not. I don't know.
Not that many.
Feels like 10 degrees in Green Bay. Temperature is 14, but with the wind chill, it feels like 10.
75 yards, but he's averaging 4.7 yards a carry.
Hell
he's got
yeah.
16 carries. Bo Nix has thrown it 38 times. He's got 31 completions.
Oh, big run by Manunga there for about 9 yards.
Dude, Nix is 31 for 38, 212 yards, and we have 3 drops. So he should be 34 for 38.
Don't you hate that? Like you look at that and you're like, okay, if they didn't drop the ball when it was in their freaking hands, Bo Nix's stats would be much better.
Yeah, and one of them's a touchdown, which you can add that to the stats too.
Yeah, there you go. And probably a lot more yardage.
Stats are very it's hard to understand what story they're telling you without watching the game.
Go for the first, Caleb. Come on.
Did he should have ran for it and he didn't, right?
Yeah.
That's a thing with him, and he doesn't want to be a runner, and I get that. But sometimes there's nothing more important than just picking up a first down and keeping a drive going.
Yeah.
Bo Nix does it too. He did it today on second down on the goal line. He could have ran it in, he didn't. And then they decided they were going to go for it on fourth down, and he ran a draw and ran it in. I'm like, yes,
there we go. Yeah. 31. Come on. Let's go. Let's get it.
Who's
first down, baby? Swift in Packers territory. Let's go.
Bo Nix and Max Crosby gets his first sack. 2-minute warning. Who's playing it? Texans, Chiefs.
That's going to be a good game with the Texans being better recently.
That's a playoff game.
Yeah.
Because if the Chiefs lose, they're eliminated. If the Texans lose, their path is harder. But because there's one team facing elimination, look, mathematically, maybe not. But this is the final, gasp for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They have to win out. So that makes this a playoff game, which is awesome because we're in week 13 and we get a playoff game.
Mm-hmm. I think if the Chiefs win, they're in now. Oh, so they would be in because they have the tiebreaker over the Colts. Oh, okay.
Who?
The Chiefs, it looks like.
The Chiefs?
Yeah, I assume I don't know what the
Hold
tiebreaker
on.
would be. 2nd and 3.
Hold on. Let
Quick.
me see.
Shovel pass. First down. DeAndre Swift at the Packers 35-yard line. Let's go, baby.
Okay, let me share something.
Yeah, one of the reasons the Bears were in first place in the NFC after last week was because they have the better record against the NFC than the Rams do, too.
So this is the current playoff picture. Okay, so we're in week 13, right?
14.
We're in week 14.
What the fuck?
So if the
What the fuck? Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. If the Chiefs win, okay, they're still out of the playoffs. Now Denver's going to win, got that. And the Rams. What happened to the Rams?
They're number one
Oh
seed.
wow, 45-10. Okay, and that's all been settled. So Packers, if the Packers win, then they would be the 2 seed. Chicago's the 7. If the Bears win, they stay the 1 seed, and
Mhm.
Packers are the 7. But if the Chiefs win, as you see here, they are still not in the playoffs.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
Next week, if the Chiefs won again, still out of the playoffs, and that's with the Chargers losing. Let's make the Jaguars lose. Let's make who would they be chasing at
Nice.
this? Well, the Chargers are the team with the 7th seed that the Chiefs are chasing down. But even if they beat the Chargers next week, which is a double whammy because they get a win, the Chargers get a loss, the
Mhm.
Chiefs are still out of the playoffs.
Wow.
So the Chiefs could win tonight and against the Chargers next week, and they're still out.
Wow.
Week 16, Broncos and let's see, Chiefs win again, and let's say the Chargers lose to the Cowboys.
Damn.
Kansas City then would make it in, but
As a 7.
you're asking the Chargers to lose 2 in a row, but that could be Philly tomorrow,
Yeah.
right? If the Eagles win, and then Week 15 comes around and the Chiefs win, and let's just remove Week 16's. Let's say that
Oh, challenging the spot of where Caleb started
Chiefs win.
sliding
Wow.
short of the line. Yeah, that's what I thought too. When Caleb started the slide, it was
Okay.
about half a yard short. So we're looking at a 3rd and short, I believe, here for the Bears.
Yeah, the only path for the Chiefs, they need the Chargers to lose 3 games in a row or at some point, because Week 14, if they lose to Philly tomorrow night, the Chargers, and then next
Mhm.
week they lose to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs win both games, the Chiefs are still out of the playoffs. It's not until Week 16 where if the Chargers lose their 3rd game in a row to the Cowboys and the Chiefs beat Tennessee, then the Chiefs get the 7 seed. So you are still not in control of your own destiny, even if they win out.
In the red zone with that swift run. Whew. All right, good shit. Let's go, baby. Offensive line doing its job right now, especially in short yardage plays. Love that.
Wow.
60 yards for Swift right now on 12 carries. It's about 5 yards per carry, which is really good.
So yeah, the Chiefs are in one of those where they're like, they have to win out, but they also need to start cheering for like Philly tomorrow night to beat the Chargers. And then if any of these teams beat the Chiefs once, it's over.
So if they lose like tonight, it's over?
Yeah, if they lose tonight, then essentially you're needing teams to lose the remaining games. And if they win even one of them, it's like over. So I mean,
Right.
they still only have 6 losses, so you could be an 11-6 team, but it looks like there's going to be some 10-win teams out of the playoffs this year.
Wow. Yeah, I know in the NFC for sure. I think it's like you need at least 11 wins.
And that's the parity that we've been talking about all
Yep.
year.
Yep. And Caleb's going to take this himself. About 2 yards, maybe. 3rd and 8 coming up. Really good coverage there by the Packers. Oh, man. Come on. 9:58 and counting in this fourth quarter.
The Raiders are getting some garbage time, like stat. Like we're just trying to end the game, and the Raiders are like still trying to win. I'm like, maybe we should, keep that energy up.
3rd and 8. Quick throw. Luther Burden, right side. Got some blockers. First down inside the 5. Let's go.
Man, Jedi Barron starting to really come to form. I like our rookies are really starting to contribute.
Yeah, like Luther Burden, Colson Loveland, and Monungai for us have been doing really well. RJ Harvey has been doing really well for you guys, and that's good that Barron has been doing better.
Yeah, I think every year you want at least 2 of your rookies to like make an impact. Especially
your day 1, day 2 guys. Here we go.
Yep.
Fakes the handoff, looking, throws, incomplete.
Why would he slide in bounds? The Raiders had no timeouts, and he could have walked out of bounds and stopped the clock, and he slid.
Ooh, Gino or
Kenny Pickett?
So like, Gino's hurt or Gino just sucked?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Oh,
I think it's like 30% of our games this year, our defense has knocked out the other quarterback.
God dang.
It's just like they take a lot of hits, man.
Yeah. 2nd and goal.
And then if you have a quarterback that doesn't know how to slide.
Swift up the middle. Oh, he's at the 1. 3rd and goal coming up. 3rd and short. Let's give it a Monungai up the middle, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Come on.
Oh, my God. Brandon Jones. Delay a game penalty for laying on top of a player.
Of course. 3rd and goal at the 1. Motion. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking. Touchdown, Colston Loveland, baby. Let's go.
That's my fantasy tight end, baby.
Woo!
Oh, my God. This is crazy. This game turned into a 7-point game. And people are going to be like, look, they almost lost to the Raiders. And it's
yeah. How much time left?
5 seconds. Well, they just got a penalty that put them in field goal range, and the game would have ended. But now they get to kick a field goal and then try an onside kick and then a Hail Mary. But it's like
snap, hold, kick. Tie game.
That's game. They kicked a game-winning. I'm sorry. They kicked a game losing. They kicked a field goal. A game losing? Yeah, I don't even know how to say this. They kicked a field goal to make it a 7-point game to end the game.
Wow.
All right, whatever. I hope the Raiders feel good about themselves. We are the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Let's go, Kyle, baby. You know what? Yeah, your son's born. Broncos are number 1 in the AFC. I'm just saying.
10 years since Super Bowl. 10 years since Super Bowl 50. The Super Bowl years? Back in Santa Clara for the first time since Super Bowl 50.
Ooh,
when Denver won.
Shit. Oh shit!
And Denver won because of a legendary defense. And this year, their defense.
Their defense is amazing right now.
My son waited to be born until the Broncos were on their bye week.
Literally, like all that stuff lined up perfectly, dude.
I
Oh,
really
man.
do feel like in the off season, and Sean got all that shit for saying, um, in my time coaching, like I've coached like 3 or 4 teams that I felt like could win the Super Bowl,
Uh-huh.
and this is one of those teams. And people are like, "Oh,
Let's go.
he's just saying that." And there was other people that were like, "Why would he? Why would he say that? Like, what is like? Why wouldn't he have said that last year then? You know, or I don't know, the other 18 years he's coached and not said that." And now I think people are starting to see like, okay, I mean, I saw it the whole time
Yeah.
because I follow this team, very
hmm
closely. So I
hmm
knew that, yeah, last year was about getting to the playoffs. This year was about the Super Bowl. And I think the Bears are in that boat. Like, it's just about going to the playoffs. If they get beat in the playoffs, next year it'll be about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, next year, this year it's about making the playoffs and making it for the first time since I believe it was 2021 or something
Sorry.
like that. 2020 for the Bears in that wild card game against the Saints. And moving forward, Ben Johnson year 2, Caleb Williams year 3 is going to be like, how can we become one of the most feared teams in the NFC? How can we become the best team in the NFC? How can we elevate our offense to where Caleb is throwing those 300-yard, 3-touchdown type of games, and our running game is complementing the pass game as well? It's like that's going to be like the next steps following this offseason. It's like, okay, how can we start becoming the Lions for 3 years in a row when they had one of the most explosive offenses? And like you said, let's go into the next year after the offseason with Super Bowl aspirations, like you're saying.
Exactly. And here's an update for you guys. Oh, can you hear me, Rick?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so after the 4:00 games, there's nothing left in the AFC. So everything else pending is NFC besides Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. But for the 4 p.m. and the 1 p.m. slate, this is it. So Denver does move into the 1 seed. New England tied with Denver. They are neck and neck. But like I said, Denver controls their own destiny. New England needs Denver to lose one. Of course, Denver, much harder schedule. Jacksonville, Packers, and Chiefs and Chargers are their last 4 games.
Jesus Christ.
And they will be, I like their chances in all those games because there's a good football team, but it's going to be difficult. But the fact that they control their own destiny, 3 or 4 of those games will be in Denver. Only one that won't will be the Chiefs on Christmas. But yes, that is an update. And then in the hunt, right, Buffalo gets the win, so they are, I don't know if they'll catch up to New England. They pretty much need New England to lose out.
Yeah.
And then the Chargers at 8-4, they're susceptible with Indianapolis, who lost Daniel Jones today for, I believe, this season. And that is going to be tough for the Colts. They have tough opponents coming up. They play the Jaguars again in a couple of weeks. So that's brutal. And now all of a sudden the teams in the hunt who are 1 or 2 games back, which would be Houston and Kansas City, Baltimore at, I believe that's 6-7. Let me do this for 1 second. 6-7, and Miami is at 6-7.
Yeah.
Weird enough, these teams in the hunt, it's not like, sometimes they put teams in there and it's not going to happen. These teams are very much in the hunt. And with the Colts losing their quarterback and with the Chargers, just, I don't know what to think about the Chargers right now.
Me neither, yeah.
Sometimes they're good. So I'm kind of, Green Bay and the Chargers are kind of similar, except the Packers are better. But there's very few things that are solidified. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
Everything is. I mean, take a screenshot of this, and I guarantee you, I hope not, but I believe it'll all be different in January.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
all I wanted to show you.
And I think especially the in the hunt teams and the division leaders right now, just a select couple, obviously, could be a lot more different than what we're seeing right now, week 14. So yeah, I agree. Like, what happens in January can be so much more different than what's happening right now. And that's the beauty of the NFL is like nothing is going to be the same one week and then in the playoffs. And
Holy
third and
crap!
2
It's
coming up.
tied,
Yeah, the Bears on that Loveland touchdown tied it up.
dude. I knew it. I was like, don't worry.
Well, now, but they're marching down the field right now, which is a little scary. But they need a big stop here. The Bears need a stop here.
Look, I thought this was gonna split, and I thought each team was gonna win their home game. To be honest, but
Yeah,
I was just saying, don't worry, because the fact that I thought this is gonna be a field goal, no matter who wins it, is no reason to panic. Because if I'm predicting the winner wins this game by a field goal, then that means I believe anybody could win.
You said you said you believe anybody could win.
Yeah, because I only had the Packers winning by a field goal, and if that's the case, then if it's that close in your prediction, then I wouldn't be shocked by anything.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packers is like their home field advantage is nothing like Denver. Like their fans are so loyal, but they're just not like a rowdy bunch.
Well, I haven't been there. You've been there, obviously, to Lambeau, so I wouldn't know. But
like Seattle, like it's just some stadiums are just very different. Arrowhead, Denver, Seattle. I haven't been to Arrowhead, but I've been to Seattle, and I know that Arrowhead competes with Seattle, so I know what it sounds like.
Big 3rd and 1 here for the Packers.
It's like same decibels, same decibel level at Arrowhead.
Pitch. Oh my God! Tackle him! God, what the hell? You had 3 Bears in the backfield, and they couldn't stop Jacobs. What is that?
Oh my! Oh
what was that? You had Montez Sweat right there, Jalen Johnson right there. You throw a hand on him, man? What are we doing? Oh my God. Touchdown. Oh, wow. He slipped.
Was it Josh Jacobs?
That one was
Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson or whatever.
This last run was him, but that one was Jacobs. And Nashawn right now is oh no. Ben is pissed.
Oh, wait, so no one scored yet?
No one scored yet. It's 2nd and goal for the Packers, but you saw that with Josh Jacobs. And Montez Sweat was in the backfield. Jalen Johnson was in the backfield, and they missed the tackle for a loss.
Oh, and you got a bear down.
Yeah, Nashawn Wright. I don't know what happened with him right then and there. He got kicked in the face as the one Packer was going down. Oof, in the chin. And it looked like he was favoring his right arm there too. Oof. I'm going to take a quick pee for the D or C. We'll see.
C. Let's see. 2 rewards available. Bonus bet. Let's do that. And then add an anytime touchdown. Who's going to score? Man, the spread's at 6.5 right now. Six and a half. That's tough because if the Packers score, they go up 7. But if the Bears, I think I like the Packers -7. Don't tell Rick. We're gonna do that. And then let's see. We got Arizona +20. They're down 28 right now. So let's go Cardinals. All right, here we go. And they're going to blow this play dead. Well, we got a false start. We got a false start. This is crazy. I'm feeling a Noah Gray touchdown today. And then for Houston, let's go with Nick Chubb. $1 to win 52. I'm thinking Houston's defense is so good that they're going to have a tight end score, but Travis Kelce's too obvious.
Freaking neutral zone infraction on the defense. Oh my God.
You got to like the way the Bears are playing. I mean, not right there, but
Yeah.
the fact that they just keep they're being resilient.
I think overall this is a much better showing than what I've kind of expected. I mean, to be tied at 21 is kind of a what's the word?
Testament.
A testament to coming into this game and the Packers being playing as well as they're playing, and the Bears defense, giving up a lot of stuff early and not, that first down run by Jacobs a few plays ago, not wrapping up. It's still a tied game right now. So it is a testament to their ability to be able to kind of stop a really, really good team. And Jacobs gets in, touchdown. Damn it.
I knew it. They wouldn't let me. I tried to bet it. They closed it. I guess if they get inside the 5, they closed it. That's all right. There's 3 minutes. I think the Bears respond.
I hope so. I
mean, they've been able to go back and forth. The spread was at Packers. Packers favored by 6.5, and I was like, well, okay, if they score, they go up by 7. But if the Bears answer, then it's pretty much like a guarantee that whoever wins probably wins by 3 or 6.
Yeah. I was really hoping to keep him to a field goal, but man, that missed tackle in the backfield was huge. 28-21 Packers, and that was just huge miss by the Bears defense in the backfield there against Jacobs.
Are they only showing one football game right now?
Yeah, I mean, Rams is pretty much over 45-17 with 5.
I was just going to throw it on because I put a bet in. Cardinals plus 27.5. So right now they're down by 28. So I just need them to score. But if they're down to 18, I think they would maybe kick a field goal. I'm hoping.
They're down 25. They're down 20. Damn, they're down 4 scores.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rams are so good, and I'm just I'm just wondering who's going to beat the Rams, right? I just don't. I mean, even if Denver went all the way to the Super Bowl, the only the fan in me, of course, okay, taking that aside though, yeah, it's going to be hard to beat the Rams.
Yeah,
no
and
what?
And even because who beat the Rams a couple weeks ago or last week?
The Panthers beat them last week, and
it's what?
Yeah, but I also think the Panthers are a good team. I mean, the Panthers
better for sure. Yeah,
they beat Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
They beat they have one more what type of a win?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys, which was a pretty good win.
I think at the time too is when they beat the Cowboys, it really was a what? What just happened? Yeah.
They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Saints. They beat the Falcons. Then they lost to the 49ers on Monday Night Football last week. But they bounced back with the win against the Rams, and that's kind of been their thing is they lose, but then they don't go into these long sulking losing streaks. They just kind of bounce back.
Right.
I mean, for a team that started the season 0-2, and then they get their first win 30-0 over the Falcons.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
and then lost to the Patriots, and then beat the Panthers, and then beat the Cowboys, and then beat the Jets, and then got killed by the Bills,
Mm-hmm.
and then responded by beating the Packers. Hard team to put your finger on. But Bryce Young, last week against the Rams, like he threw for, or no, it was the game before
What? Where are you going, dude?
Yeah, it was the Panthers-Falcons game. Bryce Young threw for like 300 or 400 yards,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
he had only thrown for over 200 yards once all year, and it was week 2
Yeah.
because they had been giving Rico Dowdle 30 carries a game.
His like Canales, I will say, like, I don't think he is one of those guys that the NFL or a lot of NFL media is looking at for coach of the year. I mean, you're looking at your Vrabels, your Steichens, your
Vrabel,
McVays right now. But
Denver,
I think maybe and Sean Payton too. But I think like Canales is definitely being like overlooked for coach of the year. Caleb caught Burden to the 50 inside Packers territory at their 46. Love it. But Canales, I think was at the time, obviously they had their struggles last year and it looked bad at times. I liked that hire for the Panthers because I thought, okay, here's an offensive mind, the best one of the cycle. And with Bryce Young, what he did with the Bryce Young, Andy Dalton sitting and starting, I thought was really good. And that's what happens, man. That's the stuff that happens is now you're looking at them and you're like, wow, they're a good team. Caleb back to pass. Rolling right. Throwing incomplete to Zacchaeus.
Dude, Michael Wilson has 16 targets, 11 catches, 142 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Oh my God, what a pickup you had.
Yeah, I've had him on my bench, and I've started him every game Marvin Harrison Jr. is out.
Oh, really?
And he does it every time.
Oof.
Yeah, because I remember when I was watching football channel, like it was in the middle of the day, and it was like officially ruled out Marvin Harrison Jr. And I went on Google. I'm like, who's the number 2 wide receiver? And then I went on waivers and added him and started him immediately, and he got 40 points.
Nice. Throws. Caught. Wow. Duvernay for a catch as a wide receiver. Wow.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully they don't score too quick. Give the Packers ball back.
I know that's what I'm hoping. I think the 2-minute warning is about to come up. The fact that Duvernay is on an offensive play and caught that ball is honestly a little surprising. Just outside of the red zone. And that's a 2-minute warning.
Fuck it. Woo! I'm putting $50 on the Bears plus 6.5. I'm just kidding, but I am putting 15 on them at plus. I'm putting 15 on them at plus 6.5. So if they score and the Packers do kick a field goal, I still win.
Mm-hmm.
And I hedged it because I took the Packers plus or minus 6.5 on my other bet.
Oh, gotcha.
So I either win 40 or I win 10.
Yeah, at least you're in the positive either way. And sorry for not showing comments right now, guys.
You guys understand what it's like. We are at the
so focusing
commercial, right, for you?
Commercial, yeah.
Okay,
it just hit the 2-minute warning, yeah.
This is the one I was telling you about that I placed in the
off season, yeah.
So it was
Patriots,
Jaguars to each win 7.5 games and Panthers to win more than 6.5. So I guess I cut it off here. This one was in like June. And then the odds actually got more favorable. It goes from 480 to 490. And this was in August.
Yeah.
So I went back in it.
You're like, I'm going to put a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm like, all right. Because I really did. I felt like those were teams that were going to take that next step this year, and I think Arizona will next year. I do. I remember it was like week 9, and I was like, people don't understand that if Arizona had scored just 4 more points in every game, they would be 9-0. Every one of their losses by week 9 was by 5 or less points, 4 or less points.
Damn.
So they're like right there. And think about this: they're doing it all without a franchise quarterback. And I think they're going
that's
to move
true.
off Kyler Murray.
I think so too.
I looked it up. It would be, I think it was 50. I think it was like 58 million they would have to eat. But like, there's one thing we learned from Denver is like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
If you have to move on, you have to move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's the point of riding out a contract if you paid the guy you paid him to win a Super Bowl? If you don't feel like he can do it, move on. Money's irrelevant at that point.
Caleb hands it off. Manungai up the middle is going to get about 5 yards inside the red zone at about the 17-yard line for the Bears. Come on, guys. Let's go.
It's funny. Our teams are so connected that we play the Packers in back-to-back weeks.
Oh yeah, and that's in 3 weeks actually in a row. Us this week, you guys next week, and us in week 16 or 17, whatever.
So we're going to be streaming a lot of Packers.
Yeah, yeah. Minute 22 left, 2nd and 4.
Wow, I'm surprised Green Bay's not calling their timeouts.
Honestly, me too. Manungai up the left side. He's going to be short by about a yard.
Timeout Green Bay
less.
probably. Did they do it?
Not that I've seen.
Okay, so they're going to wait in case they pick up this first down. I would do the same thing. I wouldn't want to. Oh, no, a minute, 10 seconds. I mean, the Bears can run this all the way down.
Yeah.
I think you got to call one timeout here. I don't know if they're trying to put pressure on the Bears.
Maybe. I think so.
Can you call this next one? Because I'm like a play behind you. I'm curious.
Gotcha. Under center, Caleb changing the play at the line. 3rd and 1 at the 14. Manungai up the middle. And he's short. He's going to be short. It's going to be 4th down and less than 1 here.
Are they stopping the clock for a measurement?
And the clock has stopped.
Yeah, they need to measure that. I think he got it.
And I
well, if he
believe
didn't, it's a QB sneak.
Yeah. Oh my God. How do you not get that, Manungai? Whoever 55 is for the Packers, really good job getting there.
How is this for exciting? Is this
Bears
good enough?
With the timeout.
You feel alive right now? I hate these games.
I hate these games, but yeah, I feel a little alive.
That was how I with the Commanders game. They went for 2, to win the game. I'm like, this is it. We win or lose in this play. I hate that feeling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too.
You're just like, oh God, can we just win a comfortable game?
4th and about 1. 4th and about 3/4 of 1 and a timeout. Packers.
See that little Bears fan?
Yeah.
You poor kid. That was me, but with a Packers jersey.
Timeout Packers. Bears with 2 timeouts. Packers with 1 timeout left.
That's a good timeout. The Packers just wanted to see what the Bears were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Get a look, because it's gotten to the point where the Packers don't have enough timeouts to get the ball back if the Bears don't want them to.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well say, hey, well, let's get some intel, see what they do, how they line up. We'll call timeout, and then we'll adjust, and we'll see what the Bears do. Because chances are, in these type of moments, like, the Bears are going to do what they're going to do. They're not changing it.
4th and 1, 27 seconds left.
Sometimes you want to give your defense a little rest too.
Motion, snap, fakes the handoff. Caleb looking, throwing, intercepted. That's game. Yep.
What? Who?
Nixon.
Is he running? Sorry.
Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm looking at it now.
22 seconds left.
Oh, yeah.
Run the damn ball, guys.
Why are they doing that on 4th and inches?
Run the damn ball.
It's 4th and inches. Why are you throwing it into the end zone? I mean, that was just way too easy for the Packers. Come on, you can't do that. Oh, they run the boot. Oh my God. He had him, but it just the window wasn't long. And the way he floated that ball up, it's like I see what Caleb saw, but it closed so quick. It's all right, Caleb. You'll have another shot at it. Your team's in great shape. You control your own destiny. And that's the bottom line.
That's
Yeah, it's how I felt in the Chargers game. Damn.
run the ball there.
What
I'm
was that
sorry, but
handshake
run
with
the ball.
LaFleur and Ben Johnson?
I gotta back up now because I gotta see that.
That is not what I'm used to seeing between two coaches. If you go to where there's 10 seconds running off the clock, that's when you'll see it. Right at 7 seconds. There was still time on the clock ticking.
Yep.
Damn. Rick, I guess controlling your own destiny helps. I mean, it would for me. Like, you're going to play this game again in 2 weeks, but it's going to be in your house. And like I said, it's so hard to win both games against this type of opponent. And what really sucks is when you lose the first one at your house, because then you're likely to lose them both. But
yeah,
I mean, for the Bears, like, they played this game in 2 weeks. They lost. The one that they did lose was in Green Bay, as expected, you know, and they still control their own destiny. So I think, like, for the Bears, you gained a lot of intel, a lot of film. You also found out today that you indeed can play with the Packers, which I know no Bears fan wanted to admit that was a thought in their head, and I'll say it for them. This is what they needed to see. They needed the Bears to come out and play toe-to-toe with the Packers, and they did. And they, in my opinion, they proved that they should be the favorite when they play in 2 weeks in Soldier Field. And that game's massive because they control their own destiny.
Yeah, there's those positives, like you're saying. The Bears, again, Caleb Williams and the running game, and you know, Caleb Williams obviously threw the interception there, but he brought them down to that field with a chance to score. Those are the positives. You're still able to go down the field. The first half was garbage. The second half, way better. Time of possession, I believe the Bears, at least in the third quarter from what I saw, or at least somewhat through the fourth quarter, they had a majority of the time of possession, like a lot more plays, a lot more yards, a lot more time of possession than the Packers. Monungai, you had a couple passing touchdowns there for Caleb. Monungai and Swift were able to get these chunk plays, nothing like a huge breakout type of plays for really anybody on the offense. But you were still able to move the sticks. You were still able to score touchdowns, which you were down 14-3 in the first half. The fact that we're scoring touchdowns in the second half, like you said, we were able to make the adjustments, and now we've got good film. The Packers defense in that first half, amazing. And even in the second half, putting a lot of pressure on Caleb when he was dropping back to throw. The offensive line had zero answer. Even when the Packers only rushed either 5 or 6, and you still had Monungai or DeAndre Swift there to help in pass pro, they were still chasing down Caleb. So the offensive line and the whole offense needs to be able to watch this film and say, how can we get better in protecting Caleb? Micah Parsons is always going to be a problem, but Micah Parsons was not the only problem tonight. It was the whole offensive or the whole defensive line of the Packers, and even a couple linebackers that were coming through. In the first half, you needed to come out a lot stronger, a lot better than that. One touchdown, another field goal makes this game a lot closer, and it makes it a lot more winnable, and it doesn't come down to a 2-minute drill inside of the 20-yard line, 30-yard line, whatever it was for the Packers. The defense missed a golden opportunity to stop Josh Jacobs behind the line of scrimmage on that third down in the last Packers offensive drive. There was 3 Bears defenders back there to stop him. And what happens? He moves past all of them, gets a first down. Over the next drive, over the next 3 or so plays, Josh Jacobs runs in for a touchdown. That's what makes it 28-21. Now the Bears, yes, they have about 3 or so minutes left. They have to take the kick, go down the field, and you just saw what happened there when you don't run it on 4th and 1. I know on that 3rd and 1, they stopped Monangai, but every other 3rd and short, 4th and short, DeAndre Swift or Monangai get through and get that first down. I think Ben made a really bad decision there to fake the run and instead pass it. I understand from what you keep reminding me throughout this season through games, hey, we got to set up the pass or the play action.
Yeah.
And again, last week against the Eagles, that turned into the game-winning touchdown to Loveland at the end of the game. But in this situation, I don't know, man. I think they have to go with the run there because, again, like I said, in those 3rd, 4th downs and short 1 to 2 yards, Monangai and DeAndre Swift were getting the first down. You had 20 seconds and 2 timeouts. You had almost 30 seconds and 2 timeouts in your arsenal to use after you get that first down. So that was, to me, a big mistake made by Ben Johnson in play calling there. Ben Johnson doesn't do that very often in terms of making mistakes in play calling. I think he's, again, one of the better play callers, and he's translated that into head coach and play caller. He's been doing very well this season. We've only got 4 losses on the year. That's freaking awesome. So that mistake right there to me is the game changer, as well as Montez Sweat, Jalen Johnson, and I don't know who else was there in the backfield to take down Josh Jacobs for a loss on 3rd and 2. That right there is the biggest game changer. Those 2 plays right there are what lost us the game, or at least prevented us from gaining a lead or tying it up here in these last 30 seconds. Special teams overall was not good. Cairo Santos had that really weird kickoff that hit one of the Packers players who was lined up at the 30-yard line, whatever it was. That was a weird kick. And then Duvernay, again, with the really bad returns on punts and kickoffs, it was just bad. So special teams, not really a factor. Other than the Cairo's kickoffs, he hit the field goals he needed to hit. Cool. He hit the extra points he needed to hit. Awesome. You're doing your job. At the end of the day, Packers in the first half, they dominated. And in the second half, they let up a ton of yards. They let up points. But Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love, they came through when they needed to come through. And that is Jordan Love throwing 3 touchdown passes, all of which were way more than 20 yards. And that was just a lapse in defensive coverage for the Bears. And then Josh Jacobs, he punches it in for, I believe, a 1 touchdown. Maybe I'm mistaken, 2.
I think he only had 1 today.
Okay. So he only had 1 on that last drive before the interception by Nixon there in the 4th. And they came through when they needed to. So in clutch time, they did what they needed to do. And that's why they won 28-21. Again, that play calling, not calling a run there on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, sorry, is gonna think I think live in Ben Johnson's mind rent free for the next 2 weeks until
Yeah.
they play the Packers again.
It'll
But
probably be the same situation in that game,
there's
and it'll be
yeah,
talked about. Like last time, what is he gonna do this time? But
exactly.
the only thing I will add is, I think as fans too, we're very quick to be like, it's 4th and 1, like don't be cute, run the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
There is something to be said when you're going up against Green Bay, Houston, and Denver, and you need 1 yard, and your plan is to run the ball. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying if you run it and you like, I've seen this happen many times. They end up losing like 2 yards because the run defense is spectacular. They have a whole
Mhm.
package of men that come into the game. They're these big, huge dudes that are fast and John Franklin Myers, and they bust through, and all of a sudden you're handing the ball off, and it's like, before he even gets the handoff, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
like with Ben Johnson, Green Bay being one of these run defenses, he's going, look, they're going to bring in their run package, and we're going to throw it. And
Mhm.
that play was there. It was there. It just it got taken away so quick because
Yeah.
they showed one angle of it where I saw it from like Caleb's perspective from behind him.
Mhm.
And it was like, it seemed like it could have been a touchdown. I think
Yeah.
he put too much air on it, and it just gave the defender enough time
Yeah, to
to
get under
close
it.
on it.
Yeah, and
If anything, maybe he should have thrown it early and like behind him, because he was trying to throw it like here. If he would have
Mhm.
thrown it here, the
Mhm.
Packers player would have been running that way, and the receiver makes an adjustment. You hit the other shoulder, if that makes sense.
and to be honest, even if Caleb threw it at the exact same time he just did, if he throws it closer to the corner and Cole Kmet is shadowing more towards the corner of the end zone, like more of a post route, I think he completes that pass. I think we're looking at a tie game, possible overtime, but he tried to literally do what he did last week against Cooper DeJean and Colston Loveland, and that is throw it over. Or I'm sorry, was that Colston or was that Cole Kmet? Either way,
Yeah.
I believe it was Colston. He tried to throw it over his head, but like you said, DeJean was running with his back towards the ball, playing catch up instead of Keyshawn Nixon in this case, having his eyes and his entire front of his body right at the ball as Caleb was throwing it. But I think Caleb throws it more, shading more towards the left side, or even if Caleb runs it himself, that may be a
I
first
didn't
down.
think he had it.
There was about 3 Packers defenders moving with Caleb, but about a yard or two ahead of the first down marker. So
Maybe.
maybe not. We may be looking at that if Caleb runs it and being like, why didn't you pass it or whatever. At the end of the day, the offensive line played better in the second half and was moving the line of scrimmage more as opposed to the first half. And that's why I think Ben should have ran it there. And I get that the defense for the defensive line specifically for the Packers was really, really good. I don't know, man. I just wish he would have ran it there. But like you said, like who knows how it would have played out. We may be looking at the same exact result, just a turnover on downs. But I don't know. I really do wish they would have ran it there. I feel like we would have had a better chance than what just happened.
Yeah.
But like I said, that play is going to live rent free in Ben Johnson's head and for another 2 weeks until they face the Packers again, this time in Chicago. What I will say real quick, because I do have to go in the next couple minutes. So we're going to be in, at least I'm going to be leaving here in the next few minutes. Got to go get something done with the wifey.
Ooh.
The handshake between them, Ben Johnson in his opening presser as head coach. Generally, when there's a Bears coach who's being introduced as a new head coach for the Bears, they talk about the Packers, wanting to beat the Packers, wanting to really be the leaders in that rivalry. During his opening presser, Ben Johnson said, and I've got to say, I really enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur 2 times a year. So he didn't say the Packers. He said Matt
They don't
LaFleur.
like each other.
They don't have a relationship.
That's awesome. That's
They
how
don't.
it should be.
And I agree.
It doesn't have to be, but I like it.
I like it because he's feeding into the rivalry. And
Yeah.
what a game this was. I will say Packers win at the end of the night. It is what it is. But for him to say that, that's a spark. And to continue that with the Packers rivalry, I think is awesome as a Bears fan and as a Bears head coach. So I think that's why the handshake went the way it did, and why you were kind of like, wait, that's an odd handshake.
Yeah, I knew
it's because of
something.
that.
I knew something was up with that, and I've seen it both ways. Like when we get done with the Chiefs, like Andy Reid and Sean Payton, they got so much respect for each other. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
they, if you listen to both of their press conference, like they really admire each other. And sometimes as a fan of football, it's just cool to see like, hey, you got the best of me today. Like, you know, good job, good job. Because they talk for like Andy
Mhm.
Reid and Sean will talk for like 10 seconds. And
Mhm.
I think that's cool sometimes. Like when it's like
Yeah.
whenever you see a player that like, you know, scores like has a big run and the defender that tackled him like smacks him on the ass or something or hits him on the back of the helmet, like good play, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's just something about that feels kind of good. It's like not too much where you're like overbearing, like, but just enough where it's like, all right, I respect that, but I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
there's something about that feels good, and there's also something about what LaFleur and Ben Johnson did that feels good as a fan
Me too. Yeah,
because
I feel that.
it used to be like if you were a Packer, you did not play for the Bears. Like that is
No,
the
yeah.
worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people go from team to team to team, and it's cool to see some of that old school rivalry. And I credit Ben Johnson for that because he set the
Yep.
tone.
Mhm.
Like you said in his press conference, like here's what we're going to do. First order of business, I'm going to piss on Matt LaFleur
Yeah.
and mark
It's
my
exciting.
territory, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, Matt LaFleur got the better of him today, but
Mhm.
we'll see what happens in a couple of weeks. But overall, I mean, great game.
Yeah, the rivalry's heating up. Both the Packers and Bears this year are good teams. It's just a matter of what's the rest of the year going to look like, who's going to win the North, and can we continue to be in the playoff hunt? I'm hoping the Bears, even after losing and being second now in the division and the 7th seed now in the NFC, can continue to win these
9-4.
next 3 games. Yeah, yeah. So
That's a good record. In 30
only 4
seconds.
losses. Yeah, it's amazing.
In 30 seconds, how did you feel about Caleb Williams? 19 for 35, 186 yards, 2 touchdown passes, 1 interception. Overall takeaway from Caleb. Biggest game for him. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, first half was garbage. Second half, obviously, the pass game started to open up a little bit more. But I think it's because the offensive line was doing a better job. There's plenty of pressures in the second half regardless. But you could see when he was dropping back to pass, he had a little more time. Obviously, he did his Houdini act and was able to get out of sacks and make plays happen. But overall, a very average game, I think, for Caleb. And that's only because the second half, he had 2 touchdown passes and he had way more yardage than the first half. So average game for Caleb. But, 2 touchdown passes, 1 interception. What was it? Over 200 yards, almost 200 yards, whatever it was. Average game. If he plays the whole game like he did the second half, I think we're looking at a Bears win, and I think we're looking at a really, really good stat line by Caleb. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to let Kyle.
I'm going to close it down too because I want to start Sunday Night Football with some thumbnail and everything.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you guys later. I won't be doing Sunday Night Football, but Kyle's going to be doing that. Kyle, always great to see you, brother.
Good to see you, Rick. Take care. See ya. All right, I will see you guys in just a minute. All right, please come by for Sunday Night Football. This is a big game. This is a playoff game for the Chiefs. All right, we're going to bring the energy. It's going to be a good time. We're going to raid some people. I already got some channels listed. It's going to be fun. Join us. I'll see you in a minute.